Hello, all, and welcome back. For a start,
You tried. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
How many years has it been?
How many years did I run Star Wars, man?
That's a
I used
question
all
you
my
can't
ghost
answer.
points. I can't come. I don't have any interactions to come back with.
Welcome back to Borderlands D&D, where I am totally put together and whole and sane.
Liar!
So,
He's lying.
last session, which was unfortunately a ways back, everybody had finished wrapping up from their ordeal with hunting the vault monster. Getting out, settling down, trying to find a place to rest and recoup after a decent bit of damage built up, including some people, maybe pushing their lovely powers a bit too far, but that's okay. Who doesn't do a little bit of experimentation, go on hunger binges, and eat part of a vault?
Hungy.
Everybody got out, got up to get some rest. Only got a brief one in before Bertram got a lovely little message from the great name of the Bully Mongler 6969. And it was a recording that seemed to be coming from Brewer of an interview taking place of them talking with what Bertram would recognize as a handler Franz. However, they were in an ancient outfit now instead of a lance. After a bit of a conversation they had, basically questioning loyalties, what happened, a number of other little things, the video cut out, and you guys were sitting down and having some talks about how kind of what the plans were for the future before too long came up. However, at the end of that video, you guys got that little hint that, oh no, they were going to be, they were being requisitioned by Ancient to come up and improve their performances. That got Bertram in a bit of a moment of, that doesn't sound great, and started talking and making plans to try and figure something out. The consensus was to go talk to the gang members that you helped with a heist that then turned you in after the heist, but also didn't bother you once you got to the vault in their territory to go in. Along the way there, you got another video that was all of them that was Brewer, Lodi, and Hoyle getting off of a ship, walking down onto what you recognized as Promethea, meeting with Dr. Straunt and Chief Executive Murmur. A brief video took place before Murmur managed to notice a camera and shutting the recording. However, the recording still did manage to get sent through, causing a bit of expedience amongst the group on their plans for how to handle it all. Getting to the nightclub, most of the people going inside, besides Tanya and Nessa, you guys went up top and proceeded to negotiate a deal for, what was it called? Biometric chips in your hands to get you guys entry with fake names and disguises, give you a chance to enter the ancient towers. You did also get a small device that's from the hacker that was there saying if you can get in and get this inserted somewhere, he can help some with the cameras, although how much he was admittedly limited. Getting all that gathered up, Nessa paying the down payment, while you guys do have a number of artifacts to send back to them at some point. Got your guys' disguise set up on the way. And that is where we'll pick up, as you guys are approaching Ancient Towers. As I said before, though, this is a monolith towering into the skies, easily at 700 floors. This building is, as you're actually approaching it at this point, probably blotting out one of the suns, casting a massive shadow down this road. A number of people are just congregating around and slowly working their way through security. Just the vast amount of scientists, workers, paper pushers, guards, all having to filter through these gates. I'm curious what you guys will do as you approach this. Sorry, that came out bad. What you guys are going to do as you approach this, shadowed building with not a lot of good things promised ahead, admittedly.
We got over our names.
Yep, everybody has their names. If you would like to read it out for the stream, though, that would probably be a good idea.
Barry is Doug Graves because we're digging graves. Next.
Nessa is Kelly Green.
Willie Mitch Bonnie, I'll make you famous.
For the day, I'm Thomas McCain.
Veronica Windstrom.
I guess that leaves me just Amber Langston.
Miss Langston.
I don't know how to do a gruff female voice.
Just drink a lot of wine and smoke a lot of cigarettes.
Exactly.
Okay, I don't know how male does a gruff female voice.
Gargle some gravel.
Ike Wazowski.
And then just channel fucking Robin Williams in Doubtfire.
Oh, yeah.
Seems like only one person got the reference. So.
All right. Well, I would like to know how this group is approaching this monument to capitalism.
Or if it gets... Miss Amber, there's a certain glove that you have I would like to borrow. Just in case I need a wall to not be a wall anymore.
He wants to take your punchy thing, that is.
He said Lambo.
He said Amber.
Oh. What punchy thing?
We aren't within hearing.
We're probably still in the car.
You guys are approaching in a group up still.
So we all know that bandits we really need to get out quickly, right?
That's what your guy's on the case for.
No. We need to get out really quickly.
I'm expecting some high velocity falling.
It's not going to be getting out. Because there won't be a building. So, really need to get out quickly. So, keep an eye on the exits, I guess.
Looks up at the towering monolith, looks back at him. I take it you've got a lot of faith in whatever it is you picked up back there, huh?
We're gonna have fun.
He
Fair
has,
enough.
like... You know those duffel bags you have to, like, slip on shoulder straps to wear on your back? Yeah, he has one of those, basically. But...
Do they not have security at this place? Was it...
Take care of the knuckle dusters. I want them back after this is done.
If I make it back, you'll get them back.
So, like I said, I want these back after this is done.
You'll get them back. Or you have to retrieve them.
Let me say this more obviously. Do not get caught. You will get out in one piece. So you can hand them back to me. Is this understood?
Yeah, it's okay, guys. I know we've just had like a full month and a half break to get back into it. It's a big serious thing.
Let's see
It's
where
okay,
I get.
experiments are happening, it'll be great.
Yeah.
I was having ice cream a few minutes ago, okay?
You'll get
You
them back.
were!
But I'm not shaking on it.
It's close enough. We all know what teams you're part of, what you're going, what you're doing, what the main plan is.
Terry raises his hand.
Yeah.
Sorry, actually, I have to remember. Terry raises over, grabs Nessa's hand, and raises it.
Nessa's hand is in the air. Terry has a question.
Why are you making him
Terry
wait
with
like
a
that?
question, or is it Carrie with a question?
Terry has a question. Right?
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah.
at our
Just raise
list
your
of
hand.
fake names. Don't see him on the list here, Matt.
That's what I was looking for. I was looking to see if Terry had a fake name. He did not.
I'll put it on there for you.
Kelly's name.
I wrote it down on my paper. I did not put it in the chat. That is on me.
Terry's fake name is, instead of Terry with a Y, it's Terry with an I.
Does he have a little bow in his hair?
Oh, Lord.
You see, we're the
Yes.
stupid ones. They're going to be looking for people with fake names. So when they see Terry, they'll think Terry's the fake name.
Yeah. Like, he doesn't have government ID, do you?
Pandora
Terry,
doesn't
are you
use
on the
By
grid?
the government?
Are we saying legal government IDs or just government IDs?
Are you, or are you on the grid?
I don't think Pandora has a legal government, do we?
I wasn't born on Pandora.
You weren't?
No.
Huh.
You've just
How
never
the heck
asked.
did you get in Pandora then?
Not a spaceship.
Why the hell would you go to Pandora?
I had a very interesting.
Not everyone gets a choice in that, Barry.
He started
yes,
that.
Yeah,
you're
very
obvious.
God insensitive.
You at least sound like you wanted to be here.
Oh, I did. But anyways, back to my questions.
John,
What's my
what's your
job?
question?
You're coming with us because you're good at sneaking around and doing stuff like that.
That.
Okay. I think I can do that. He puts your hand back down.
So we're gonna get there. Crystal, you know the ins and outs of the building better. We're not there yet, I can use the names. So, send them in the correct direction to go wherever it is that they need to be going, and point us toward whatever it is we gotta go to get that way-ish. Gauging by the things we saw in the thing, and what you know of the thing. So did they include any building specs in the stuff that they gave you? Just to make life slightly easier?
Did they include any building specs in the information that we got from said hacker?
They did not get you building specs.
I will just draw you a little general, somewhat map of what I remember from the last time I was in this building.
Terry just hands you like 3 broken crowns and a piece of paper.
Right. So, this is the main hallway. You do not go down this hallway. I just lead them generally for heading towards the basement or whichever way they're going.
Sheer curiosity.
I did not-
If they had, say, 3 targets, what are they? What lies in the building?
Roll an intelligence check.
Me.
Yes. Sorry, I just processed that you asked if that was for you. Yeah, that's for you.
Yeah.
I apologize if I am slightly scatterbrained. I am not in practice right now.
So it's essentially to remember if this exists or not because it's going off memory. So is it just
It's to give you like what you would have recognized as maybe at least important, if not critical spots for you to have them hit.
I was 17.
17, okay. So with 17, looking at this, you probably haven't been terribly high in the building, like floor-wise, because this building has around 700 floors. You've probably been up to, I'd say, probably floor 120 at its highest. digging through like your memory, just like little trips up, little tiny pieces you could put together from your random back and forths. You do know on the lower floors is some of the major production or like some of the major development for the health vials that they pass around or sell in the vending machines. There's a like, I wouldn't say like factory to pump them out, but there's definitely an area where they're putting out like a bunch of different variations. Just so they can test each different one, just for like little minor improvements or just different things for what you want to have happen with them. So hitting the manufacturing spot for that would probably cause a pretty big blow and distraction. It would get a lot of attention. And it would cause a lot of property damage. Well, at least one of the floors, you know, is mostly a holding kennel for a lot of random ones. Usually not the crazier experiments, but a lot of large animals, even without much enhancements or changes, is still a dangerous thing. Setting those loose can cause a lot of mayhem, at least on one floor. Maybe some of them are tricky enough to get up and spread higher. And the third one, you do know there's just a server room on at least one of the floors. It probably doesn't run everything for the whole business, but there's at least a server room in the one of the floors. That would probably cause a lot of messes with people trying to do their job, get in and out, and all that.
Targets.
I'm just relaying this information. That was a lot.
So pick one of
That is
them,
understandable.
head that direction, and whenever you're ready to make shit hit the fan, make it hit the fan. We'll try not to get noticed in the meantime, and whilst you are doing things, we'll see about getting these people out.
If you see anything else that looks expensive or useful, grab it. If while you're looking through
Are we doing
computers,
accent?
do you want to do an accent?
I don't know.
Do an accent if you want to.
I've never done
Ask
an
me.
accent before.
Try to change your voice in some manner, or at least your way of speaking in some way. If you ever have to talk to someone.
I've never done an accent before.
Oh my gosh, who are you?
I don't recognize
I
you at
don't know
all.
this person. I ain't never met them before in my life.
E to the fucking
Nessa's
hell.
100. Nessa believed you. Nessa thinks she has a natural talent for accents.
Good, keep that fucking inspiration.
So, the building approaches. This is your last chance. Anything before you go in?
Please remember to keep to your names.
We have names? I forgot we have names. We're just nameless individuals.
If you're just gonna say something over the microphone, then just call the top team. I gesture toward Crystal for a name.
We got the tops and the bottoms.
I don't know. The bottom's gonna be very.
got
Does that make them a power bottom?
We got the DOMs and we got the subs.
Do whatever makes your heart happy.
The pitchers and
Whatever.
receivers.
Whatever you want, as long as it makes sense.
But unless you
Oh,
need
can make a lot of
someone
sense with
in
the pitchers and
particular,
receivers.
just go with the team. And you can call it whatever you want. We'll
I thought
figure
it was
it out.
pitcher and catcher.
Not with that attitude. So, so everybody starts to
Every
get
time.
up in the line and slowly just you get up there and it's like a throng of people, a little bit off. It's just you get normal street traffic, maybe a little busy, but the closer you get, the more you start bumping shoulders with people as you're just like funneled through this one entryway onto the compound.
I'm gonna try to
You have to
emulate
wait
the
in
cold,
line.
dead look in somebody else's eye.
You have plenty of plenty of resource material around you to base it off of.
Hmm.
As the people around you are in a variety of states, but there are some major notable ones. One, way too excited. Whether they are just a freak and a morning person like that, or they have too much caffeine, you don't know.
A
They
morning
are
person
slowly
on a
but
planet
surely
without a
helping
night
kill the
time.
people next to them that are thoroughly exhausted. Bags under their eyes so big, you probably have to put them into. You probably have to check them instead of put them in carry-on if you were flying. They need the caffeine and it's not working. You have the rampantly typing ones on their Echo already, just coming up with designs or pitches or number of charts, graphs. You watch as one of them has a bit of a freak out as they start like shoving some, like grabbing somebody's shoulder and shaking it and pointing at a number on it. And then you have the guards, who absolutely look upon this whole crowd with the same energy most people would have walking into a kindergarten. As you're just slowly shuffled into this homogenous mass of misery. Alright, you get up to the front gates, get up for the front gate, through the, what's the terms? Through the front gates, start following the line into the building, where there are a number of different lines, like probably like 10 different like little, they almost look like what we'd recognize as metal detectors, little like rectangular arches coming up and over, and each one you walk past has like a little pad that comes up next to it with a touch screen, and you see a spot where you're supposed to swipe your hand over and scan it as you watch people just bloop, 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 as they're all getting in, and there's like a brief flash where it shows their name, and there's a guard there also with like one of the little like Echo's devices. Every time they scan, they look at the they look at the Echo device, they look up at the person coming in, and they wave them on through. As they walk on past that, there's a bit of a scan back and forth to see equipment, and you guys are honestly seeing some truly ludicrous things pop up on the screens that you can, like, the little bit you can peek around to see. There's some of the basics of like, oh look, here's my computer, my laptop, my datas. The one person's like, here's some knives, and they look at them funny, and it's like, they give the shrug, and they point out on something on their device, and like, oh, okay, that passes through. You're 90% sure at one point you see what looks like a Vladov shaped like an old Tommy gun pass through, but honestly, that was a bit of a quick catch. You guys aren't sure. But before long, you guys managed to make it to the front of, I say before long, I'd say 20-30 minutes of waiting in line. You guys eventually make it up for it's your turns to be going through. Who's going through first?
I would be.
Okay. You walk up, looking up at somebody just tall, kind of like half their face covered with basically like a helmet and visor coming down as a protective thing. You just swipe your hand over, pops up with a picture of you, at least the new face you have on, because guys, just as a friendly reminder, you all have a Digistruct like hologram face over your current one. Looks down at it, looks up at you, waves you through to walk through the like the detector that they had set up. So here's my question.
Right.
I told all of you that this disguise hid things, but this disguise was as loose. It didn't hide your gear necessarily from scans or anything. As you're walking through, I have to ask now that you're here, was there anything you left behind somewhere that you didn't bring in?
There was a lot of things I just didn't want to bring with me, like all my buzz axes. But I don't know if
That was
that
probably
matters or not. Or if it were Digitech or Digi.
Storage
Nothing
decks,
detected.
yeah, storage decks are detectable.
Then
But
yeah.
can they
I put
detect
Dex
exactly what you
in
have
his
in the?
ball.
Can they detect exactly what's inside the storage stacks, or just that you have storage stacks?
They can probably detect it and may or may not ask you to show them what's inside.
Right. Then
Oh.
I had no intention of bringing buzz axes. I had no intention of bringing my customized baton and gun.
Do you not
And I
bring
don't
your
think I can
weapon?
remove the
Boss fight?
armor.
The exoskeleton is fastened to you without the help of a professional. As you walk through and you beep, and you keep going through, it'll like pop up a. Wait, so just to make sure, basically all you have on you is your exoskeleton.
Exoskeleton
Your
and
weapons.
other weapons I just picked up, but no one knows about. Wait.
They're secret guns.
So the weapons I haven't used. That's what I meant to say.
Alright, as you're walking through and a scan goes over, what would it catch? If your weapons are in their storage, it will catch the storage. Just the storage. That's why I'm asking here. So, like, exoskeleton for sure.
For sure.
And maybe storage deck?
And storage deck. Would it catch the artifacts?
Interesting question. You don't know how they would react to Iridian artifacts, but you do know there's at least a distinct possibility as they are a recognized technology that happens in the universe. So you can choose right now if you left them behind or not.
It's a recognized technology. This is a...
Keep in mind, you're about to go into a boss battle, possibly.
Yeah. I don't use my artifacts for fighting.
But you might need to escape, though.
Right.
Man, whatever happened to that fire one?
It's in tech.
It's in text.
The Raptor ate it.
We tried to install it in the Raptor, and we never removed it, uninstalled it from the Raptor.
Right.
So I don't know what's
As you
happening.
come through, it'll bloop. And the person will turn to you as you see like a couple of things ping on their, like you notice they like interact with a couple of like pings that glow red on their deco, and they just look up and like, all right, I'm gonna need to see you have an exoskeleton and a storage deck not on file.
Right. You see the storage deck, I'll show them the storage deck.
All right, what is inside the storage deck as they're pressing buttons?
Oh god.
Couple of things I've collected. Some health files. Bit of iridium.
So much shit.
All right, roll a deception check.
I was going through my list to see anything else I would have inside the storage deck.
Oh, sorry, you stopped. I thought you were done talking with that.
Storage deck would say I have a sword and a rifle. I don't know if this is type of security thing where I'm not allowed to have that thing or not. You actually didn't specify.
Roll the persuasion check. Let's see how much this guard gives a shit. Sorry, deception check, because you are still lying about stuff.
Am I lying about stuff? That's everything I have.
Oh, I thought you were... You're right, I thought you left something off. No, persuasion check. Let's see if this guard actually cares that much right now.
My persuasion higher than my deception?
Hmm.
No, they're the same number. 20...
Purpose of the exoskeleton?
For lifting heavy things like crates.
Close enough, and he just waves you through.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Alright, next one through. Actually, I should ask, is anybody leaving everything out for ease of passage through?
Is the storage deck the stuff that's not currently equipped on us?
Storage deck can store your, basically like any of your equipped weapons in it.
What about my weapons, Matt?
No, your duffel bag will not hold it. Your
I've
duffel
got
bag will
something
have to
for
hold it. Your storage deck does not hold that much stuff. It holds like a handful of weapons and ammo.
I've got something for you.
What about...
If anybody has an interesting way to get past this, I will beg you see. You're all getting filtered. I want you to specify this now. You're all getting filtered off to different routes since you were together. So you're not all going to get apathetic guard necessarily.
All right. I just need Barry with me.
Easy enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go next then.
Okay. You and Barry approach another one. As you walk up, you guys just ting, hit your thing. You go through. What all do you have that we have to worry about popping up?
Well, if we're going through the weapon deck, we got the 2 swords, the guns. We got the bit of iridium. We have the tranquilizer. Health vials.
As you walk through, they're like, well, all right, Dr. Windstrom, what's in the storage deck? As she looks down at you.
Stabbing tools, piercing tools, the usual. Things to keep experiments in line.
Roll a deception check.
Wait, am I the minion to go and help things go get stuck? Keep the
You're
keep
about
the
to come
things in
through.
line.
You're about to come through.
That's a roll I'm about to play, so you better cover for me.
21.
Heading up to the terrariums, then I assume.
Correct. The fellow behind me is with me.
All right, step forward and please scan.
Alrighty. Alright. Does he ask?
You scan your hand, your name pops up, and you start to go through, and I'm only going to assume there are an alarming numbers of ping, 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 as this starts picking up all of the issues.
I've still got the artifact if that matters also.
Honestly, like I said, it's not drastically there. Because again, as you guys very much correctly guessed, Borderlands has weird science. Very weird things. So, as it all starts, all the alerts start to sound off as as Assistant McKean walks through. How would a one Miss Dr. Windstrom like to handle this?
Yes, many of those explosives are to deal with if he goes rogue in any sort of way. However, he is also a demolitions expert, and he has a brilliant mind, but no official PhD or any such.
You'll be keeping an eye on this one, then, Dr. Windstrom, as the guard is obviously kind of questioning in this moment. As in, I can mark down if an issue comes up to report to you for things. I do not want this coming back to my head.
If an issue comes up, he will be a bloodstain on the wall.
Make a persuasion check. No, this is a deception check again.
And the floor,
Can
and the ceiling.
anything I can do to go and assist with that?
What would you like to do to assist with that?
Just have like that dead look in my eye or whatever, and I don't know. Just
I'm afraid looking dead inside is too real of an existence and doesn't really contribute to the role. But good for you getting into character.
alright.
Alright. We got 19. Wait, yeah, my deception was 19, yeah.
Alright, let's see theirs. Alright, I'm gonna note it down on here. Anything comes up with Assistant McKean to report to you, and it is no longer on my head or my paycheck, most importantly. And you are pushed through.
Come along.
I follow.
Next person.
I'll go.
It's okay,
All
they can
right.
have eyes on them.
What all do you have on yourself that'll pop up in the scan as you wave your hand and your name pops up?
I really don't have too much, but I have, I guess my shield pop up. I don't know. Counts as armor.
I haven't been addressing shields because a protective measure really feels like something anybody would reasonably be allowed to have if they had it.
First, I'm gonna walk with a hobble because I have my shotgun and I only have the shotgun and the knuckle dusters.
Alright, You scan your hand, name pops up on it. You have to kind of reach up above over your head for a second and ding. And you walk through and you hear the ping ping of the 2. All right, Dr. Bonnie, as they looked out at you, why do you have a shotgun and why are you bringing a shotgun and knuckle dusters in today?
Well, about a year or so ago, I used to be the same height as you until something got out and got a hold of my legs.
That would explain my next question, which was how did you lose 2 feet of height? According to the systems, you're supposed to be about 5'8".
They need to update the goddamn system.
They really, really do. It
got the
causes
fuck out.
problems every day.
Shrink darts don't work so good when it's about 30 feet from you. Shotguns for when it gets close range. Knuckle dusters when I run out of ammunition, I gotta use my hands.
Honestly, I've worked on the kennel, I understand. Make a persuasion check here. Or, well, make a deception check here.
Where's my deception?
I keep saying persuasion out of habit for some things, and I'm realizing, nope, this is a lie.
You're not used to us lying.
Normally, you guys just shoot them.
It's 16.
16.
I
Okay.
said deception, right? Not perception?
Yep.
Persuasion. Gotcha.
As they look down at their thing for a minute, and they make a note, and they're like, well, Dr. Bonnie, head on through. I'll let them know to expect you up there.
Hobble my way past.
That leaves Bertram and Nessa.
I can go. Do I have a thing to put my sniper rifle in?
Everybody has some storage deck. For their weapons, at least.
Can I have my sneepy in there? My sniper?
Yes. Yes.
And can Tex be in his ball?
Also, yes.
Okay.
Alright, as you walk up, ding, hit your hand.
I also get health vials and shield vials.
Fair, those could be in the basic store there, yeah. And they'll start to pop up of the ping ping. Alright, Miss Green, Dr. Green. What is in the storage decks today?
Oh shit, I did have I had shield boosters and potions. Forgot to mark that down. That was on
That's
the
okay.
page.
Like I said, this is you guys gotta actually pick up a pattern here. The system's mostly to detect things like, weapons, damage things, not just I need to not die when an experiment goes wrong things.
So they picked up that I have weapons.
They asked what was in your storage decks, and they'll know one of them, one of them's reading store, one of them's coming up as a bit of an oddity here.
Well, that is my emotional support. That is my emotional support robot. They like to stay in there. There in case I have a panic attack.
Check. I was not expecting emotional support robot, admittedly, today.
I am a very
That's weirder.
anxious person.
I heard a weirder in Borderlands.
Her eyes start to well up in tears. She got a 2, but it's -1, so it's a 1.
I don't even know if that's a deception check, if we're being honest.
Do what?
So I don't think that's a deception check, if we're being honest.
That's a
I think
pity
it's the
check.
same roll either way, though.
Yeah.
Or pity check. It's
You have a 1 in 20 chance of them not noticing. Okay. Your watchers, they make a few marks. Can I see the emotional support robot to alert to security? about it and not cause issues.
Now, since I'm going last,
there-
can I see all my teammates going through stuff?
Yes,
Okay, so I'm keeping an eye on this before I check myself.
that's fair.
Is there any way that I could
that's
sleight
fine.
of hand and put out Rex instead of Tex?
Oh god, you have multiples.
Absolutely.
Hardy. Can can we also see this? People that have gone through.
You guys are, you're just on the other side of this. If you guys are like lingering slightly, like checking your echoes, like pretending to do, you guys could absolutely.
Nessa really does have tears in her eyes.
It's not a deception check.
All right.
Roll your sleight of hand.
I think she did. That's what that statement was for.
No, she does have no, not yet. She hasn't rolled that yet.
Remember, you can flash of genius your rolls.
I don't remember what that does.
+5 to it's a reaction you could use at +5 to saving throws, skill checks, ability checks. and attack rolls.
But you
It's
only
just
get
you only
7.
have 5 uses of it.
Then I'll do Flash of Genius. That is very helpful. That makes it a 21.
All right, you managed to just swing
No, wait.
by.
No. Hold on. That's not math. It's another 2. 23.
Well, a 21 worked, so a 23 does as well. As you slip by and pop out, and you put out. You said Rex.
The little guy, yeah. Rex.
Yeah, Rex. And they take a picture of it with their echo, fiddle with a few things, like taking a glance at it and a back up at you after a moment, and then waving you through.
Nessa's going to
Have
give
a
Rex
lovely
a
day,
hug.
Miss Green.
You too.
All right. Bitch mode did not need to be active.
Bertram, I believe that leaves you and Terry.
Does it look like Terry's gonna have a hard time of it?
You're pretty sure Terry just put something in somebody else's pocket ahead of him.
Terry's inventory consists of rum, and the guards will understand.
No, they'll want to confiscate that for themselves. That's where the real fight will start.
Well, right now my inventory consists of healing items for
Right.
shield and health. Shield. A jailbroken echo and a pair of insulated gloves.
No weapons
Honestly,
at all.
that won't really send any. Yeah, that won't really set anything off as you ting swing your hand by and they look at that. You walk through. The scan. They literally just pick up things like a shield and a couple of health vials on their scan. Perfectly reasonable in a biological R&D based lab.
So, like, not even your physical shield?
Nope.
Wow.
Keep in mind that this is basically you guys have a stash somewhere in the city that you'll have to get back to for the weapons that you left behind. But that's neither here nor there right now.
Weapons? Why ever would we do that?
All right, and then you'll get waved through pretty easily. Like you just said, you have nothing that would really pick up a lot of issues.
Crystal 17 buzzsaws are on the line.
I also have, like, toolkit, if that matters. But I
A
don't think
toolkit would probably pop up as just something they would accept.
Uh-huh.
Unless it was something like an explosives kit, which,
No.
like what Barry had, but that got kind of hand waved away. It won't really register as anything particular there.
Just wanted to clarify I had it. In case I need
Nope,
to
I
use it.
appreciate it.
Because I expect I might.
You guys watch as Terry says the person ahead, and they go through, and immediately they start to like set off some things. Like they're like ping, 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 like, as a couple of things go off. And they ask them to go, "What do you have on you?" And the person there, they're just like, coffee. Please empty your pockets. They look very confused, like, "I just have coffee. I don't have it, sir. You need to empty your pockets." And they go to reach in. You watch as their hand pulls out, and it's just like actual fucking grenades in his pocket. And he's just like, we're gonna have to deal with this today, are we?
As that's causing
And
a security
as that's
scene.
going there, you watch as
Yeah,
Terry drops something out of his hand as he's stepping forward to like make it look like he's looking, and boots something, and it just skids across the floor, and the scanning that already has the alerts going off.
They will now need to watch a 10-hour anti-suicide prevention video.
Basic arms kit on these guys. Do I see a knife?
Like what they're wielding right now?
Yeah.
Basic look over what you would see. Most of them have what would probably be like the medium armor on, the bulkier side of things. A lot of them have assault rifles. Atlas's a variety of them are what would probably be the most standard one? Honestly, the closest thing to a standard assault rifle I can think of for this setting properly would be dolls, like mostly like doll assault rifles and similar things. Most of them have a side arm, which is probably a similar manufactured handgun.
The well-rounded high-capacity Atlas guns.
I'm just looking for one with...
Atlas guns have homing bullet bullshit. Those are not
Probably.
well-rounded.
I'm just looking for one with
was thinking
probably
of
a
Borderlands
knife
gun.
in a careless position.
I think that's a fair assumption.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Roll your sleight of hand. There is definitely a distraction going on right now. I'll give you advantage.
Cool. Went from a natural 2 to a natural 12, 4, 20 total.
That is more than enough. I will say, as he boots the thing, he makes like eye contact with you. Terry makes eye contact with you. Crystal like gives you like the eyes down as it starts skidding that way towards you. Like, stop it.
Well,
stop
that's
it.
the thing. Can part of my action be scooping that or not?
Honestly, with a 20, yeah.
It's a live grenade.
Everybody blows up in the foyer, in the lobby. Sorry. And then this person basically gets picked up physically by two of the burlier guards and hauled off out of the way. As the person signs, Terry comes up, scans, they go, "What do you have?" And he just genuinely goes, "Ah, yes," and pulls out the 2 bottles of rum and just goes, "For you. I think you'll need it today." It seems like it's going to be one of those days. And then just puts it back and carries on as not a lethal weapon of any kind. And you guys are through the security.
Harry's out here with the on-site procurement.
And he'll walk past you and just like try to like reach out to like, palm the thing from you if you're willing to give it back.
Bertram's over here with the on-site acquisition. Have the thingy.
Yep. And just take that back, slip it back on. And you guys are looking around, and you are in, like I said, a lobby. A lobby. There's a number of like desks settled around, people behind it, all of them checking, sending people off where they go. A number of people just heading off to the myriad of elevators running around the edges of the room, all going up. Some people need to check in, some people don't. It seems like you can just walk over and scan the elevator to get access to it.
The important people don't
It
talk
is
to
basically
the
like what you're seeing, I guess, in
secretaries.
front of you is like the help desk of a large business to direct people to their proper department if they're new or trying to find a shift or where things got moved to, and yada yada. So, in the hustle and bustle of this, what would you guys like to do?
I look to Crystal for leadership.
She hits the brakes.
I fly off the handles.
Since we've gone through the checkpoint, I am ignoring the second team entirely and just walking ahead.
Gotcha.
Keeping
You know where to
side
go.
eye
You
on
know how
them.
to use these elevators.
Yeah. There's no point in discussion, so I'm just going to look back, pointedly look at everyone as part of my team, and can make sure that they see me before turning back around and walking towards up. We've done all the discussion we need to do. I don't want to do any more discussion while we're in this building.
I follow.
I guess Terry will... Oh, sorry.
I said I follow.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Terry will follow along, making his distraction to not look at y'all by pulling out like a whiskey glass and pouring some rum in it before taking a swig, and he's just walking with rum and a whiskey glass in hand. And just meanders into the same elevator as you.
So I guess Barry, Tanya, and Nessa are gonna go. Should probably wander off as well. Yes. Yes.
Schmeat, you have to worry about being a tripping hazard, unfortunately, but you can follow along as well if you wish.
Is there like a little map like in the mall that tells you where everything is?
Matt,
You are here.
you can answer that first, but I have a question for the help desk if that doesn't
Pan out.
address it.
You have what's like a VI, like a VA, like a virtual assistant kind of thing, like not like a full-on AI thing, but it's like a "How may I help you today?" kind of like little hologram stand.
So not like a map.
Not like directly.
Where are the kennels?
Please scan your biometric code for access.
Do I put my hand up?
Bing. The kennels are on floor 112.
What floor am I on?
You are on the ground floor.
Is that floor 1 or is that floor?
Who programmed you?
I was worked on by the scientists at Anshin Cores.
Scale from 1 to 10, like how smart of an AI are you?
I am programmed with all of the intelligence my programmers designated to give me.
Do you have feelings?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You sound very sure.
I am very certain.
Smug.
So where's Crystal sending us in the meantime?
Okay, thank you. Goodbye. Love you. Mwah.
Great, now the building's
And then they
conflicted.
What was Tanya's question?
So, you know the equivalent of, like, where corporations just have their computer room for people to go take their bullshit classes for hours?
Oh, the training room, yeah.
Yeah. Where that... like, what would that equivalent be called here? Specifically the computer one.
What would be the technical term for that? Honestly, just the sir, what is it? The license and certification. What is it? The training and certification room. Would probably be your best bet there.
Yeah. Ask for that.
Please scan your hand code. I don't know why I said that. Please scan your biometric chip is what they would have said.
Scan.
As you scan. No, that was correcting because I said the wrong thing at first, and it ding. You would need to report to 469 for that.
All right, Miss Green. We have the floor to go get some of your training done.
All right. What was your question there, Arik?
I was wondering where Thaddeus is sending us.
Well, Thaddeus, where would you like to send them?
So
Athens
Humal
building up
is-
to floor 120, right?
Up to 120, yes.
Yes. Up to that point, is there any sort of pattern with how they situate their server floors, computer rooms?
Floor 60 would be the only one that's under floor 20 that you know that's a server room.
So floor 60 is the one for floors. Ground floor up to 120 is the only one
It
I know
would
about.
seem that way, at least.
Okay. How high do we have clearance to go up to? Again.
Your chip will
File.
easily take you, as you scan it, it will take you up to floor 324.
Out of
700.
So halfway up.
Approximately.
If only you had a jackass with a plasma sword that could cut a
Did this
hole in the
thing die, or is...
No, we're here.
Can't hear a word.
Well, we know we can
He
go
broke
up to 324.
Beep, beep.
He broke.
So I would aim to go
Let
to
him know.
320.
Shooting for 320, easy enough.
Hello? Ah, I can hear
Hello?
again.
Welcome back.
Gotta love Discord errors.
Ain't they great?
I have no idea what just happened. Like a
They
minute.
were just figuring out where to go. But you guys can head to floor 320, easy enough.
Which group is figuring out where to go?
Not yours.
Okay.
I have found our destination.
Are we heading to our destination then? Okay, good.
Alright, as you guys climb through 320, you get up pretty high. And you get a few, you just start to descend up. What is it? Sorry, descend up. I'm great at words, I promise.
Ascend.
You start to ascend up the elevator shaft and continue on. Passing through a number of floors, you get brief glimpses through. You see a couple of them are like closed off offices where you can just see down a hallway. A couple of them are more open floor plans with a number of tables and chemical sets up. You walk past one that just looks like one of those like automated, what is it? Like the upper half of loaders, automated walking over, like spinning on spot, grabbing, setting something over, folding, putting stuff in, welding some pieces together. On another one, you pass up and you just hear a lot of like barking and growls, and honestly, the smell hits you pretty hard as you go up past it. You ascend up to one where you see a like another like checkpoint that has set up, and you see beyond it like another like big glass viewpoint where you can actually see out, and it looks like it's a terrarium of some sort that as you go up higher, and like the next couple of floors, actually you peek through, you're just seeing out and you're realizing this terrarium alone takes up a couple of floors, and you guys within short order would hit 320. I'd say it's probably like with all the different stops along the way of people getting on, getting off, about 10 minutes to get all the way up there.
If I'm standing next to the little button thing, I'll just be asking what floor people are going to.
Yeah, you have people getting on and off a variety of like ting, 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 ting,
Yeah.
but you would make sure you're like continuing steadily up.
If I happen to see anything worth stealing, tell me.
Make a perception check.
If I'm assisting doing the same thing, can I provide assistance?
You're distracting them with the elevator press. They gotta look
You're
towards you
right.
and talk for a second.
Fair enough, that's fine.
20 total again? Okay, sure.
There's
I
probably
don't
a
expect
handful of
much.
moments where people are getting on and off, or you could steal some easily things like some research notes if you wanted. There's like an echo device or two if you really wanted to steal it.
There's usually more hassle
One
than
thing
that
that
one.
might stand out is somebody does have like not a biometric one, but they have like a guest tag that they have kind of like loosely tucked into their pocket. It's supposed to be like a lanyard that you wear around your neck, but they've just tucked it into their pocket, for example.
And it looks like special person in some capacity.
Not necessarily a special person, but it's just definitely a different like thing to scan if you wanted to put a different name on something.
Sure then. Why not? Thievery. 17.
For it. That is enough at the moment, because you just slip it out of his pocket and pocket it yourself. Is there anything interesting you'd get as you hit the higher floors is the real question, I feel like, at this point. Yes, you got a 20, that's pretty good. I'd say as you actually get up to the higher floors, not 320 where you're getting off, but I'd say maybe like 314, somewhere close to it. You do notice a storage deck on the belt of a scientist that is a bit like, it's supposed to be clipped on, but they must have done it in a hurry because it's very loose right now.
Bonus action yoink. Natural 14 for 22.
as you get that as they snag that as they get off and rush out in a bit of a hurry.
What floor did they get off on? Just
They were getting off on 314.
Can I check and see its contents?
No,
from,
sorry.
like,
They got on at 314. They got off at 317.
yeah.
I'd say between 17 and 20, you have a couple of moments to really quickly check if you wanted to, where it's just you guys in the elevator.
I don't know if it's like plug it into your Echo, then it's like, this is what you have, or how it works.
This is a storage deck. You can open it and empty it out.
What's inside?
So opening that up and inside is what looks like a how to best describe this? A couple of folders with like handwritten notes or data that weren't put on a storage deck, that weren't put on digitized yet of some kind.
Science stuff?
Huh?
I'm writing it down as science stuff.
Science stuff is fair. It is kind of gibberish to you. It is long, what you would best guess is molecule chains, like protein chains, lipids. Not lipids, that's a terrible way to put this. You know what I mean, though. Long, generic science jargon that is not Bertram's specialty. Science stuff is the best way to put it, yeah. You would also notice 3 what you would best guess as unprogrammed biometric chips. And what is the last thing? Sorry, I'm checking notes for something interesting that might be in there.
Science stuff, 3 blank biochips.
Notes are failing me again. Why is it, you guys ever write notes? You just can't find it when you need it.
Yeah.
You know you wrote it down, but you can't find it when you need it.
Mm-hmm. How it always goes.
We'll leave it there for the moment since I can't find them.
TBD. Hopefully
Science
it's not
stuff.
incredibly useful, and I need it immediately.
It's calipers. It's all calipers.
You could get a lot done with a bunch of calipers.
Honestly, yeah. Is their mint collection of what is it? Vault Hunter the Looting card game. But then you guys hit floor 320 as it ding opens up and you guys step out. And inside in this one is a variety of like glass cages. It's not a terrarium set up quite like the sense of the big massive floor one, but these are individual cages, like what you would probably guess is like the what's it called? Field of energy. Force field that stops things wrapping around various like
1 second.
smaller enclosures. Okay. How about this? We'll come back to you guys as you guys step out into this room of the smaller enclosures when he gets back later, and we'll swap over to the other group, heading to the training floor, supposedly. So Nessa, Tanya, Barry, you guys head to the elevator. Are you actually heading to the training floor?
No idea. I'm
All right.
disappointed. I have no idea what we're doing.
No. I'm going to the kennels.
We should be
Where
able to
am I
get you
going?
access to to some computers through here.
Computers?
Computers.
Just tell me where I need to go.
But what about the kennels?
He can go there after everything is okay and checked on the computers.
Okay.
That would be my job, yes.
We go computer.
All right, you guys go up to the computers. As you ding, 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 climb up the floors, and it slides open. Walk in, and it's just a bunch of those. What is it? It's like those little like cubicles that you took tests in high school or something like that, where it's like one little brick set up on a desk where there's a computer terminal set in the back of it, with those really uncomfortable like hard plastic wireframe chairs.
Barry would like to assume the position of the armed escort. Well, of the escort, just the blank eye, just following, just like 2 steps back and to the side, and just yep.
You guys
There's
walk
no
inside,
brain
you
in there.
see everyone from people that are fully dead inside. It look like they're contemplating what would happen if they bit the power cords.
I think the delivery driver's lost.
What was that?
I was waiting, going to order some food, and I don't think the delivery driver knows how to get to the house.
No, no.
What was
Our,
that?
our address is funny, so I might walk. They're not close by, but I might have to walk.
The camera's away from us right now, so you should be okay.
Okay, sweet.
Am I the one who's hearing his voice kind of go woo woo? Where it's like,
No, it's cutting in and out for me
fine.
too, but I
Yeah.
understood enough of it.
oh, I'm glad somebody did.
Anyways,
Yeah, I
but
got
you guys are
nothing.
walking inside to this now.
Nessa's gonna find the like farthest terminal away from everybody.
Ironically, that's probably close to the entrance. Because everybody wanted to get away from everybody coming in because they already had enough to worry about and do. It's like that, like, it's like the day you sit down in classroom and everybody just scatters away from the door in the front of the room.
I have a question. Was there a fire alarm in the hallway?
Yes, there was a fire alarm in this room.
Not in the room or in the hallway?
Well, the elevator opened into the room.
There was no hallway.
If
The elevator opened up
Nessa's
directly
gonna-
into the room.
Nessa's gonna like poke.
Syntax. The robot.
She's gonna poke Barry and point at the fire alarm.
Okay, Barry would like
And
to
then
go and
wait.
do a. Okay. Barry wants to go and do a stealth check, and wants to just kind of. Hold on.
Maybe wait
What?
until a few moments at least.
Wait.
Nessa's gonna sit
Which
down
one?
at the cubicle.
Which one's a tiny robot? Which one's Nessa's tiny robot?
Rex.
It's Rex.
Rex. Barry just trying to
Rex is
say.
the big one because everything's bigger in Texas.
Barry just kind of says, Rex, in a kind of questioning tone. Kind of like shrug.
I mean, he's
Stealthier.
not the stealthiest little baby boy.
He isn't? Oh, wait, no, that's like the little helicopter little thing, isn't he?
Well,
Yeah.
Is he more stealthy than me? Big, gigantic me?
Maybe. Probably. I don't know.
pull up the group chat. You can just you could just relay stuff here.
Yeah.
Now that we're
So
tucked
what's-
away.
Yeah, so what's stealthier? Me pulling the fire alarm or, Rex? Tex. Well, one.
Wait for the. Say, I think we should wait for the others before doing any kind of fire alarm stuff. I just wanted Nessa to be able to get into any computer stuff so she could do some hacky stuff and maybe find you a good route or something, or maybe be able to unlock some doors or other stuff, or just cause some issues.
Can you unlock the kennel doors from here? Or are they
Probably not.
manual? Are they electronic or are they manual? I think I might be able to get them all at once.
We could probably find out through here, though. See what you can and can't do.
Nessa's gonna start playing a game on the computer.
Well, we probably shouldn't pull a fire alarm until until maybe a signal or
Max-
something.
Max, we kind of need you to go and do the attacking.
Well, let her
Hey,
finish.
she's
Alright.
finding out what you can and can't do. Some places don't
Yeah.
let you play games on the computers.
Yeah.
So-
If they
Okay.
tell me no, then they have somebody watching me.
Okay, fair. I was.
Or they've already blocked that website.
I start playing Papa's
Do they have cool math?
Freezeria.
Do they have cool math?
They have cool math, totally.
I'm playing
You're silly.
Papa's Freezeria. I'm making ice cream. Does anybody stop me?
You play for a few minutes and nobody stops you.
Now, Nessa's going to gesture to Tanya to come over here.
Tanya,
I
come
thought
over. Pretty much just standing
She's
behind
gonna
her.
whisper in her ear, I need you to look up something inappropriate. And Nessa's gonna turn away and close her eyes.
Tanya stopping for a moment. As a person with zero interest in anything like that in general. Stands up, goes over to Barry, like gestures him to like lean down.
Barry leans down.
Type in something inappropriate in there.
You know, I know exactly the way that Tanya and Nessa wanted to go with this. Barry's from Borderlands, though. I think Barry might be thinking something entirely different.
Inappropriate's inappropriate, my guy.
God, know how to phrase this.
After you dying?
Mildly.
Okay.
Oh. No, I probably shouldn't do it. That's just too far. Also, shouldn't drop the name brand of a competitor. Sexy bombs. There we go. Let's do something nice and. No, it's just normal. Nothing too bad about that.
So, you find yourself on a touring fetish site with a deceptive amount of decent animation of, some very fun bombs, having some very fun acts, and they definitely have an explosion.
Like the bomb lady from Boba 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 Bo.
Oh, no.
Torpedo girl.
I need you guys to roll a d20, though.
With all of us or just one of us?
Just one of you needs to roll one.
Wow, they're rolling. Medina,
Is
you back
this
yet?
just for luck?
Nope. Okay.
I think Barry should do it since he typed this in.
Mm-hmm.
How's a 10 do?
The volume's on.
Is the volume loud, though?
I mean, it's not capped out or anything, but it's definitely noticeable as a good number of heads just slowly turn as they lean back out of their cubicle piece.
Very
Plug the
chuckles.
Plug the little headphones in.
Nessa's gonna get off the website, and now she's actually gonna get to work.
I like to picture with how tall the cubicles are, all they see is just Barry there.
Just that,
You
yeah,
still-
that tracks. look on
We're
all
still
three.
kind of doing the completely just dumb, brainless idiot. And
all
escort
they
move
see is-
opinion.
They just see Barry towering above it, just like pecs, shoulders, and head.
All right, as Barry tries to play off his lovely this fumble, we say in air quotes, please make your first thieves kit check.
Thieves kit, not a tech check.
Nope, it is a thieves kit.
Oh, that's never mind. I have that. That's dumb. That was a dumb question.
You're artificer. You have double
Yeah, I have.
proficiency with that.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
You-
Not today.
You
I
got-
got a nat 1.
The fuck?
So 14.
Listen,
That's what I get for saying anything.
the other group will only roll above 20s. That's the other group.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I didn't go with the other group. I got a nat 1, so the site comes back up.
So you get a nat 1. Not only do you not get through the browser to whatever you want to, like, you know, delve into the deeper workings of the computer and the cables down to the lovely server room that you probably wanted access to.
Oh god, did
As
she
you're
hit the
doing
project
this,
2
you
button?
guys, like, staring at it. Do what?
Oh god, did she hit the project 2 button?
Send all.
You watch as in concert a number of volumes around the room erupt into Torg's Tasteful Times audio playing around.
Very
And
legitimately.
as everybody does that, after a few moments, you guys looking around of people hitting stuff, shutting that off, you hear a quiet, like, behind you.
Very legitimately just laughs, just almost die of laughter over there. Wait, did the voice thing come behind from behind me?
Yeah, the three of you are around that cubicle.
Barry turns around and just looks down at whoever this is. Wait, can he look down or is he looking up?
No, you're looking down still. You're a tall person.
Tanya will
Barry
just let out a
looks at
deep
them and
sigh. Go
what did
ahead.
you say?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Tanya will just like have her arms behind her back, just let out a deep sigh.
Barry's gonna.
I was embarrassed.
Barry wants to go and do a deception check and just. You know the. Yes. Okay, you know the stupid grunts, just the stupidest grunts you can have, like not the minions or whatever, right? Obviously, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Barry's just gonna full force just project that. He has no cares. He has
Okay.
no brain.
You're not the one at
And
the
just-
computer, though, so they're not going to be looking at that, thankfully. That just kind of...
Yeah,
They
no, but
kinda,
Barry
like,
is
just-
standing. Barry kind of turns around and whenever Barry turned around, he Barry
Tanya turn
turned around
to
and he's still standing, so he's just like kind of. I think he might be kind of in the way. Perhaps not full force, but he's still kind of.
Okay.
Nessa's gonna look up.
But again, they're going to be looking and trying. They're going to just step around that then to the opening to the person at the computer.
Nessa's gonna look
Unless
up.
you're actively body blocking. Just really?
I'm so sorry. I'm
Sirens again?
I hit the wrong button.
Tanya will just like put her
I think
fingers
that's
to like
more
the
than
bridge of her
obvious
nose.
at this point.
It's my first day here. I'm so sorry.
Pull out a device and punch some stuff in.
Oh. Can Barry see what she just punched in? They just punched in.
Make a perception.
Can Tanya join with that?
Sure.
Fuck.
Perception. Where the fuck is perception? Perception. Oh.
I say fuck like this
Well, I
isn't
can't add anything to it, but it's a 16. Is that do anything?
one
Is that
better.
good enough?
One better. 17.
Yeah, you guys can see as they punch in a couple buttons on it, and basically it looks like they're bringing up the computer to forcefully log you guys out. They do click on it, and when they do click on it, you guys have just enough to quite catch this. There's like a slight alert that pops up that they stop for a second to look at it, and they press a button on it. They go, well, unfortunately, I'm going to have you guys ask you three to, well, report to HR.
We are
Sarah's gonna
doing
look
some
at-
cybersecurity training, and
Sarah's gonna
she's
look
not doing well, as you can see.
Sarah's gonna look at Tanya.
However, it should be reported that this could be accessed in the first place.
Being that as that may, I'm unfortunately still going to have to ask you to report to HR.
With what urgency?
Immediately.
Where's HR?
HR is on floor 92.
And where was the bestiary? The kennel?
Kennel's on 112.
Okay.
Kelly's gonna raise her hand. Am I in trouble?
Yes.
She's just gonna cry.
Well, look at what you've done.
They're going to look around at the sounds of audio still trying to be cut off. Yes, look at what I've done. Would you like to roll an insight for me?
Sure.
As the person engaging with this person?
Dang. One of the wisdom skills I don't have. 13.
13.
Getting a lot of 10s.
Can I also roll one?
Yeah, you can roll one.
I want to do can I do a perception check to go and see who's paying attention to us right now?
I got a nat 20.
Cool. That's more of an insight check than a perception check as well.
Insight
You're
check,
reading
then.
people, not just looking around.
Well, insight's better for me anyway, so I'll take that. Thank you. It's okay. So, 17.
You do notice a few people paying attention to you around, as you guys are obviously having a little bit of a scene, but not as many as everybody. Like, obviously not everybody's trying to look at you because there's just a bunch of, well, porn running off of other computers still somehow. Some of them trying to close. What does strike your attention is there is a brief moment where a number of guards are all looking your way. 13 is just not enough. Is just quite just a little under enough to not really catch what's going on. You know, you're missing a meaning here. However, a nat 20. Nat 20 is a nat 20. Will let you know something's definitely off about this. This probably has nothing to do in and of itself with the, well, porn blast.
Nessa's gonna stand up. Okay, we'll go to HR.
See that you do. They're just like
Come on, guys.
completely rigid.
If I can get a moment, I want to discreetly prod Tanya to look at the to notice the security guards or tell them in some way security guards. Text it maybe.
Make a sleight of hand.
Where the fuck is sleight of hand?
Under dexterity.
Okay. 15.
All right, you nudge Tanya.
What, Matt?
I said he can nudge. He can nudge Tanya and give like the little like nod.
We're being watched by security. 13 security guards.
Can I take a, is there any like paper towels or anything around?
Maybe a couple of napkins in the trash can that weren't particularly used. But like,
We're
this
not
isn't really like
doing
an area
that.
that would have a bunch of random paper towels. It is a computer lab area kind of set up.
Fair. All right.
No tissues?
Do you really think they provide tissues?
With
Nope,
how many
a lot of
breakdowns
workers go and bring their own.
Probably.
Everybody just has it in a backpack ready to bust it out at any moment.
I'm sure HR has some tissues so we can clean you up at least while we're there. Okay.
All right. You guys head back to the elevator. Also, wait, as you guys head back to the elevator, has Medina made it back yet?
I believe so.
Okay. As you guys are heading back to the elevator, we will flip over to the other group heading into the little enclosure room they're in.
Barry, wait, before we do that, when we get back in the elevator, Barry's gonna put a type in the group chat. Might have been made.
Cool, that'll still have to wait because of the time frame.
Yeah, no, that doesn't matter. I'm just, in general, just kind of...
Nope, that's fair. Alright, as you guys are heading up top, you guys are walking. Like I said, you guys are walking out. Like I said, this is a decently wide room. It's not open like across the entire floor, but there are decent-sized rooms on each one. This one contains multiple little enclosure areas with like a force field keeping things inside. With a variety of partially familiar and very unfamiliar animals pinned up in here, and in a couple of them, a few people. At each one of them, there's a number of scientists either reading data, operating the controls on the like terminal in front of the enclosure. A couple of them are maneuvering like the little like robot hands inside, so they don't have to like reach in and risk themselves. As you guys step through, there is a guard next to the door on the other side, like a little bit off to the side, watching the elevator. What would you guys like to do? Ah, yes, the silence.
I
the best
apologize.
plan.
Something grabbed my attention while you were mid-monologue. I was hoping Thaddeus was going to say something.
Something grabbed my attention while you're mid monologue, so I was hoping you have.
Ah, yes, we have the best espionage team here. Everybody just stepped out in vacant, eyes spread apart.
Real life
that
is
you're
a
talking
thing.
about the
I'm
guard.
sorry.
The guard was where I finished off of, just one to the side at the moment.
Oh, then I missed everything except for the guard.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
You guys stepped out of the elevator into this room. That was a decent sized one. Obviously, it's not good. This one isn't the whole floor, but it's rather open. There's a number of enclosures around the room, all with a force field wrapped around, with a variety of half familiar and rather unfamiliar creatures inside in various forms of experiments put together, some living, some being dissected. A few people are in some of them. Around most of them have at least a couple scientists huddled around a terminal. Some of them, they're operating the like robotic arms that come down from the ceiling to do procedures on their subjects without risking their life and limb. Stationed around the room are a couple of guards here and there, including one right off to the side of the elevator, keeping an eye on it. As you guys come in, eyes go up for a minute to look at you before like just kind of like doing that scan across to see people before continuing back onto the rest of the room.
I'm gonna get into my new storage deck, get out my science stuff, and then look for an appropriate area for us to go toward. There like a terminal near any of the enclosures or something?
I think you could find a terminal with like a terminal in an enclosure that's unattended that just has something inside of it that is currently not moving.
You said some of the enclosures have people. Are they any of the people we're looking for?
God. I think you would have said that.
Sorry, that cut out for me a little bit. What did you say?
You said some of the terminals had people. I asked if there were any of the people we were looking for. But yes, he would have said that.
No, they were not people you recognize. That is a fair assumption.
What type of state are they in? Is the meat of my question. Do they look like they're mid-mutation? They're dying? They're being killed?
Most of them are in various stages of rough or progress through some kind of test. Not all of them are necessarily mutations that are happening, it seems like. In fact, most of these probably won't be mutations that are occurring. These are various things of like testing the effects. Like you would see them inject with what, a healing serum maybe? So possibly a new one that hasn't been tested yet. Another one is a psycho who is currently suffering from, looks like they ingested slag. Well, iridium, which is causing a slag corruption across them, and they're trying to like study the effects of it, but they're keeping them alive, so they see what happens. Is it like a living organism with it in it? Things like that.
Okay. Thank you very much.
No problem. So you guys are huddling around this terminal. You get a bit closer, and it looks like this one had a small, like, baby thresher curled up, but it's slightly more gelatinous than you would have expected. It's kind of like snake style, like rounded up in on it itself. You guys are this far?
I'm just going through the terminal, seeing if it's what the fuck it is. Is that if it's an actual like computer thing, or if it's just fucking here is this particular science project.
This is mostly tied to this science project. It'll like has a variety of readings from various instruments pointed in, measuring different metrics that just really aren't your field of expertise.
So as I'm going through it, I'm just kind of giving Crystal a quizzical look, like, what the fuck are we doing here?
I'm looking around for a set of stairs. Something that's not mechanically taking us up the elevator. But to see if there's another way to go up. That is an action I'm telling you, Matt, that I am doing.
That's fair. I'm trying to figure out how to best do this. Make an... I'll let this be a perception check.
Yay. Perception. Forgot what the number of my perception is.
Is this something we're all looking for, or is this something he's looking for? He's looking for.
He just mentioned it now. I don't know if he's brought it up with the group. Or, well, he hasn't brought it up with the group yet. That is up to him to do so.
30.
30. So you catch a quick glimpse of it as across the ways, a door opens that comes in here, and you notice it's a bit of another like little walk into another room of a similar setup as this. Different enclosures, different subjects, different tests. But what catches your eye there is it's not here, but over there. You get a quite just small little glimpse, like in the reflection of the door as it swings, of what looks like a maintenance door. So something that might just give you a little bit more access than currently here.
How guarded is that maintenance door?
Guard, on the maintenance door itself, you don't see any guards right by it, but you do know there are guards in the doorway that connects these two rooms, including like a little biometric scanner.
Do we know what our roles are supposed to be? did we have a job description attached to our identity?
I was
Can we
honestly
look that
just
up
kind
on
of
a
letting you
terminal?
guys make that up as you went.
Maintenance
That's part
area,
of the,
you
like-
say. Is there a
I
drink
was gonna
that
say-
can accidentally be spilled?
Absolutely. That's not even a roll.
Whoops.
As you just knock over what probably is like 2-day-old coffee off of this, as you looks like you're just flopped a folder, like you toss the folders like on the top of this console and knock the coffee cup over.
Shit, fuck, panic, scramble, grab my things, look at the thing, look at the person nearest to the maintenance room door,
You probably just look over at one of the guards that are over that way. You're just like, make a performance check for me.
Very well. I shall roll the dice. 17.
17. Oh, you lucky motherfucker! That is a 16. As you live the gas, you just gesture and they just take a sigh for like a little sigh. Then they like compose themselves because they're not supposed to do that on the job. And they hit the button and they open the door. And just gesture.
I go.
Go through.
What's
As you go in to
immediately
get your
inside?
cleaning supplies, and he just is watching you head to the maintenance. You guys have clearance here. As you just get to the maintenance door, you hit the button and on it, and it pings open. So stepping in here, you have the maintenance closet. That is immediately like, here's the supplies for here. Here's this floor. What you do notice above you is a little bit of like a different kind of vent than normal. Normally these vents around this place are what you would actually see in a building, the small like couple inch tall, maybe like half foot wide. Above you is a bit more of like a loose panel, maybe. It looks like if you take a peek through the cracks, you can see where there was some wiring in there. It looks like that was repaired recently. But you can get plenty of supplies and stuff. Like a quick a set of paper towels and all that.
Quickly begin clumsily, just going back and forth and cleaning this while I wait for my companions to make a move.
Okay. To the others then.
After all the ones leading the charge, I'm just following. What'd you like to do?
What'd you say, Medina?
Oh, what would y'all like to do?
So, how big of a mess did he make?
Was it just a cup of coffee?
Like a
Good.
half full cup of coffee.
Yeah, but I'm making a
That will
real
a
fucking...
lot of damage.
I'm making a mess cleaning it, man. I'm like overdoing it on the cleaning spray. It's awful. You know the person that's panicking. I'm Mr. Beaning that, or Mr. McGoing, whatever the fuck it is.
You're smearing it rather than wiping it up.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
Like, honestly, the good outcome here is somebody else goes, God, this person's incompetent. Goes to fucking face.
Yeah.
What did he spill this coffee on?
An expensive
Everything.
computer.
Just kind of like
It's only
across
gonna
the
make
top
it
of the
worse.
console, some down and on the floor.
Oh no, you don't even spray those. You spray the rag and then wipe it down.
Too late!
That's the point.
Oh,
That's the
God.
point. It's supposed to be a problem. So yeah, what are you guys doing here? Like, sorry, what do you want to handle here?
He's making a mess. He's only going to
Yes.
make it worse. Someone needs to
Yes.
help him.
Yes.
So, I'm grabbing this other dude that's standing next to me. We're going to go help him.
I'm gonna have you guys make a
the
performance
one-
check at advantage with the whole like exasperation with the moment of just going to like just get the like basically get the guy to let you through without worrying about it, as you're just part of the whole like, well, he's fucking it up now.
Am I making this check as well?
No, you're still in your main check of classically and gloriously fucking up cleaning a simple spill.
Very well.
What did you just rolled it?
It passed its stealth check.
It's dark. I have no lights on. Because why would I have lights on?
To read the dice!
They have little outlines on them so that they're different from the rest of the die. That's what the inlay's for, isn't it? So you can read it in the dark?
I don't know which one of us, like all of us collectively, is gonna be the first one to get light up die. I can feel it coming though, and I don't know from who.
I want sugar die because they'll live in fear of the day I eat them for fucking rolling bad.
I'm not.
Pretty sure I bought at least one of you fuckers, a set of glow-in-the-dark dice. At least someone light up.
Matt, that'll be the first session you roll with them.
Yeah, I'm aware.
They won't have time to learn. They'll just find out.
I'll do our Hannah and Kyle's. They won't know what's happening.
After you get 2 sets of
What you
fucking
do
dice,
is you
the
go
first
and get
one's there.
multiple
just for a
sets of
second.
them, and then the other sets go and see and watch and learn from.
Yep.
They're going to get to watch the other dice.
All right, before Dylan somehow like with congruent evolution stumbles onto the dice cuck chair. Let's continue.
So you said performance for me and Medina, right?
Yep, performance for you.
Or just me? Oh wait, I've
No, both of you. Yeah, if you're grabbing Medina, yeah. If you're grabbing Alistair at the moment, it'll be a performance for both of you. It is at advantage though because of the absolute disaster that
really make
is.
money.
This is above game. You're okay.
Set performance.
The absolute disaster that Bertram was making of this coffee spill. You guys get the advantage.
I have a natural 20
Cool.
or a number. That probably doesn't matter. It's natural 20.
22.
22. Both those are really good. As he's just like, yeah, you just see the yeah gesture of hurry it up as he's looking around. And lets you guys through, and you go in and see much the same thing. It's a supply closet. This one's just a supply closet with a bunch of all the like just random cleaning equipment and just general like mops, rags, all that. But above is that denotion. Like, you have a little bit of like a smaller open space where it looks like it's a small crawl space where they were repairing wires. You see some like where like a couple of them are like a little bit older, but these ones are fresher. Like what is it? You know how the rubber on the outside of a wire ages, and you can tell some of them look like a brighter color. They haven't faded and all that. That's what you can see.
What color are these wires?
Variety? Please don't hit me with that electronics knowledge.
Okay, let's.
I'm so far out of my depth, it's not funny.
You said there's a couple frayed wires.
No, it's where they repair. You can see where they repaired some wires. There's like the fresher, like non-faded, like wires there, along with some of the others that have been there longer.
Is there any like tape in this room?
Absolutely.
Or a Sharpie?
Absolutely.
Or a pair of scissors? Or something sharp in that general?
I'd say something sharp could be in here. I don't know how well it would be used as a weapon,
Not using as a weapon.
but something sharp could be in here. I'd say a pair of scissors, or at least like plier clips aren't that unreasonable.
Right. If I can see or reach any of the wires, I want cut a couple of them. Then wrap
Okay.
that in duct tape with a generic label written on them. That way, that it looks like it's still connected, but it's not.
You electrocute
Just
the fuck
to,
out of yourself.
Damage a little bit of something.
How
Assuming
much
they're not electrical
electronics?
wires.
How much like wiring knowledge does
What?
Crystal have?
Hold on. Wait. No, you're a magic lady. Can't you like electrocharge your fist?
I can.
Would
I
that
could just-
save you?
Potentially. Thaddeus, am thinking these are Ethernet cables. That is the thought going through my mind. You have not confirmed or denied whether they are Ethernet cables type things or not.
Correct. I have not given them
Right.
given you their purpose.
Well, what does Crystal think?
Crystal thinks computers need wires. If computers don't have wires and they're unplugged, it could cause a problem.
Computers need wires.
Silent induction.
Computers have lots of wires.
I mean, you're
There's a
not
lot
wrong.
of computers in there, so these must be important
You're
wires.
also not wrong.
Thaddeus
So you
thinks,
gotta reach
oh,
up
these
and
could
clip a
be
wire.
electricals. Yes.
Cool. Would you like to gamble with me, buddy?
Typically I would say yes. Right now I don't want to say yes. So, no.
Unfortunately, it's not really a request.
I brought
Since you
in,
just said
Okay.
Crystal went, computers need wires is the extent of your knowledge.
I brought
Okay,
in
but think of how
2
good your
items.
gambling has been before.
That doesn't mean I trust gambling on electricity. That's something you don't gamble with.
Would you like high or low?
All I know is I'm sitting here having specifically brought insulated gloves.
I know. Would you like high or
If
low?
it tries
Bertram,
to
you're just
shock
there
you,
like,
eat it.
they've been in there a little bit of a long time.
I'll go high.
Okay. Would you like even or odd?
My instinct was even, so I'm gonna say odd.
Okay. High and odd is in your favor.
I'm gonna imagine the guards are gonna come in there to check and just like against your legs, just like twitching, just like, oh, they just killed themselves. That's why.
Mm,
I'm not grabbing the wire.
That's the door.
No, you should be looking for
What
stuff to
did
put in
you
computers.
cut? This is a partial success for you then.
Out of curiosity, what was it?
A 7.
So
How
it was
big
odd,
of a
but it wasn't
scream
high.
will it elicit
Yeah.
from me?
So, partial success. You wanted to cause a distraction. And a bit of mayhem. And you have caused a distraction and a bit of mayhem. And you were right, computers did need wires. Unfortunately, the wires that these computers were running to were the processors maintaining the integrity of force fields.
A big scream.
This is here. And there's just a moment of pure silence that you weren't expecting. And Bertram, you hear the vroom of the field stopping. And you slowly turn your head as the gel-like thresher starts to slowly undulate itself up into position as it's just heard something stop.
And run
You
the fuck
have
into
a
the supply
moment.
counter.
Okay, I was going to say, I'm going to give you a moment because you have a decent enough perception to notice. Oh no.
I'm really fast, it's really all I got.
As you hear that, you clip that, and you're like, you go to reach up, and you're wrapping the tape around this wire so it doesn't look like it's cut, was your idea, you said, right? As you're doing
Right.
that, you just hear the sound of a bunch of the guard lets go of the door. You take off faster because you need to get there before the door closes because you don't want it to shut just in case, right, Bertram?
Me run toward
And-
room friend at.
That's what I'm saying.
No
so you're
care,
trying to get
small
back through, over
detail.
to them. And as the door starts to swing shut, as the other guard starts to swing his rifle up, you get to hear the sound that is Bertram shoulder checking a door open as he's getting the hell out of that room. as you hear a boom as a door slams open in the other room. Bertram, as you run through, you're realizing this room also no longer has enclosure fields.
Did it before? I thought it was just a supply closet.
No, you had to go into another room with its like an enclosure section with a supply closet. You had to go into another room similar to this. That's where the supply closet was.
I see.
That's why the guard had to open a door for you to get over into this room.
And there were other guards and people in here doing things, right?
Yes, there were, and now they're all having a collective moment of fuck. As you bust through the door, I guess honestly, right after that, you probably start to hear gunfire erupt as the guards just open fire on the animals and things like the psychos or more unstable humans in this room.
I'm currently taking cover and trying to make myself a little bit scarce, keeping an eye on what the fuck my teammates are doing. Because
So
now
keep an eye on that,
things
like,
are happening.
You don't want people noticing you, right?
Yes.
Make a stealth check for me.
Damn. This. Yeah. 20, man.
All right, for
21.
the moment, everyone's sufficiently distracted either with experiments or the experiments are sufficiently distracted by the people shooting them. That they don't seem to notice you. People in the closet.
Yes.
You hear this. You hear all of this happening outside.
That wasn't the wire for the computer, was it?
Did we just fuck up?
I'm going to plug that back in and hope everything fixes itself.
Bookkeeping bit. Terry's with you, by the way, Bertram. He slid through right after you.
I'm imagining right now he's basically my shadow. Because I am larger and might be able to eat a bullet / spike / horn /
You're also better armored, so yes.
What armor?
Oh, that's right. You took your armor off. I forgot. You're also bigger, so yes. You got that part right.
Another crawl space?
And plus maybe one of the monsters will kill a guard and I can get a gun.
We'll get to that in a second. Back to the two in the closet.
Why don't you have a gun? God, you
On-site acquisition. No fear.
You want to get in the crawl space?
Does this room have a crawl space so that we can get out? He said
It does have that
crossing
crawl
through
space
this
up
wire.
there. It'll be tight, but you guys could try to wiggle through.
Shouldn't we go
That
back
depends on
for
the answer to the
Canyon?
question, I guess.
We're already spread pretty thin.
We hear everything going on outside.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We hear it
You're
going
already
on
asking
outside.
make a choice, or otherwise things are sort of going to go wrong more outside.
Yeah, things are going wrong. We know things are going wrong.
Correct.
From how likely is it that anyone's still going to be paying attention to this door that we just entered?
Judging by the amount
Probably
of
not.
gunfire,
It sounds
they
like not
have
very likely.
concerns.
They have
Also, from my
other
point out-
concerns.
Also, might point out, having people run away to a different room doesn't really look that strange whenever that just came out.
Mm-hmm. So
Also,
Alright.
has our message
everything's
gone
been
through
released.
yet?
I'm
All right,
Or that's still
feeling
fit-
need to poke my head out the door to see
or is-
what's going on.
you poke
'Cause
your
I'm just
head out the
curious what's going
door,
off.
and you get the description of Daka Daka Daka. Oh god, it's eating my face. Why is it eating my face? Daka Daka Daka.
Doesn't look good. You'll see.
You could grab a dull rifle if you want, by the way, Bertram.
Ooh, gun.
They have dull rifles in ancient space.
Well, Ancient's not a
Ancient
weapon
doesn't produce
manufacturer.
weapons.
Oh. Cool. Didn't know that. Now I know.
Only weapon they produce is a grenade.
Do they produce shields then?
They do produce shields.
They produce shields. Got it. Do I see Thomas anywhere? Thomas or John?
What's your
Bertram or
passive?
Terry? 22.
Yes. They're currently in the corner of the room. You watch as Bertram just reaches out and snags a rifle off of one of the dead guards as I stated before. Oh God, why is it eating my face?
Can I be picky? Is there a pistol instead? I can't really hide a rifle.
You can take a pistol. I'll let
Okay,
that
because I wouldn't have grabbed the rifle. I'm sorry.
That is absolutely fair. You can take the pistol.
Yeah.
And for context for that, for lack of a better option and a hard time translating the mechanic, the doll is more or less the generic weapon. Here you go.
It's just not likely to break.
It's very true. Not likely to break.
Honestly, I'd probably give them a range increase. Because their entire thing's stability, right?
No, their entire thing is burst fire.
Well,
which
it is
I have
in...
not been able to figure out a good mechanic for, because like range kind of goes to Jacob's, stability kind of goes to Hyperion with its increased
Well, Jacob's
stability.
is power.
Jacob's is like power, crit, and range are its big things.
Irrelevant. Let's go.
Absolutely fair.
You said we're at the end of the room that's attached to the room with the elevator. So we're in the secondary room.
Yes, you're no longer in the room with the elevator.
Are we on the far end of the room with the elevator?
I wouldn't say far end, but how to put it? If you're facing the doorway as you walk into this room from the room with the elevator, it's on the wall to the right of that.
And walking through, we didn't see any other entrances or exits to this floor.
To the floor? No. To other rooms? Yes.
Okay. Then what I plan to do is to make the crawl space in this room big enough so we can get through it. Or
All right. I
move
mean, it's
things
not
out the
hard.
way.
This is a loose panel. You can reach up and pull the panel off. The crawl space is about as wide as it'll get because of, well, sturdy building construction material. You can crawl in as you're taking a look. Everybody should be able to get through, but it'll be a tight fit for some of you.
Me. It'll be a tight fit for me.
You and possibly Crystal.
Could I, like, ice over the walls to help us slip through?
I don't think that'll help the way you think it will, because if it's also slick for you to slip through, it's too slick for you to get traction.
But if Crystal's gesturing toward to go somewhere, then going that way and then crawling along.
I mean, it'd be easy enough to get in this room with everything going on.
Yep.
You guys stealthed pretty good. As everybody crowds into the closet. This is a very, very packed closet now, guys. Close proximity, quarters, all the fun.
I guess it's time to start getting that crawl space.
Easiest way to go is to go up the crawl space so you can get out of the room. Chaos being happening on this floor. People will be drawn to this floor.
Fair enough. All right, as you guys judgment hop up to start crawling in. Effectively, if you aren't size small, this will be an acrobatics check to see if you can fit through well. You might get stuck if you fail.
Everybody but me.
Exactly.
Terry isn't small.
Terry is not size small. He is just very lanky.
I got a 24. I think I'm okay.
As you do the worm and wiggle through.
Woogity woogity.
I have a 23. I think I'm fine.
That is also a pass. It's okay. Terry also got there. As you guys jump up and start to wiggle, worm, crawl, slide. You have to, like, a couple areas you guys start to squeeze through where you can feel the, like, ceiling and the the ceiling that's technically below you and the floor that's technically above you pieces, like, compress, and you, like, you have a couple tight spots, Bertram, where it's like one arm through, scoot forward some, so your shoulder clears that gap as you lean at that angle. Other arm through, and then you get to finish squeezing through the like compressions. You guys eventually start to crawl your way through. As you guys are crawling your way through, you hear a variety of mayhem and noises below you. Unholy growls, gunfire. You're 90% sure you heard a flamethrower at one point, and that's exciting. And we're gonna have to come back to your adventure in the vents. As you hit the process that, yes, those were not Ethernet cables, you found out. We're gonna flip to the other people back in the elevator for a few moments. Actually,
What is
one last
that?
thing. One last thing. You guys, as you're crawling through, get the ding of a
Why
message
the fuck
from the
are you
group.
doing that, asshole?
Which, if you check, is the Barry's message of, I think we might have been made.
You say my name?
I was letting them know they got your message. But we are bouncing back to you guys.
Okay.
You guys are at the elevator. You were informed to go to HR. What are you guys doing?
Yeah. I type a message to Tanya. Why are you going off again? Why? Sorry, some assholes just keep going past my house, just blaring their horns.
We haven't been able to hardly hear anything.
I think I heard a beep.
Yeah, I can.
I
Like
heard
a
it when you were
slight
talking.
It's a very, very high pitched beep, 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 beep. It's two different cars now, though. Fuck, what was I? I was writing message. Something. Tanya. Didn't the guard or something at the gate say that, something about keeping, I don't know, if we don't do what we do, it'd be on your head or something? Maybe they, got us because of that?
I said if
Or
anything went wrong,
maybe, tech guy gotta betrayed us already again?
I said if anything happened for you. Something felt sketchy with the person there, though. Like you said, might have been had. Might be
Nessa's
onto us
gonna-
for here.
Nessa's gonna comment that it did indeed feel sketchy in there.
So HR or just go to the other place.
Well, it's not like we're gonna get fired.
I feel like HR would just be a waste of time. But I don't really know. They also might have a trap in there or something for us.
I'm thinking it's a trap.
I'm gonna text. Okay, we should text the other guys. See if they're ready for a distraction yet.
I'm fine with that.
Nessa's gonna send a message to them saying that they're sorry, she failed, they're going in blind. She's gonna pull the fire alarm with a little heart.
You are still in an elevator.
Well, have you done that yet?
Walks
No, I'm gonna
into
pull
HR,
the fire alarm when I get off the elevator.
walks into HR, pulls the fire alarm, gets back on the elevator.
Are they on the elevator like by themselves, or is it someone with? Is it the lady in there?
I'm texting it. I'm sent this entire thing in the group, texting this entire thing in the group chat. So I mean, I don't know.
That's what I'm doing too.
Yeah, our stuff was
They both
TX.
vocalized
I
that.
figured we were all in the group chat.
Okay,
No, it's
cool.
not what I was asking. I didn't know if like there was someone escorting.
Yeah.
people.
Did anybody else come with us?
No?
None of the guards came in with you. Roll a d20 to see if anybody was already in this elevator going up.
13.
Yeah, there's one person in the corner, but they're minding their business on their echo.
We'll let them go first.
Like everyone's just in here on their hollow and on the echo net. It's everything. This is just natural. We don't want interaction. No one wants interaction.
I think we should
Have
go
you
where
met
we said we we're gonna
scientists?
go. Yeah. The kennels or whatever. Also, has the other group said anything back?
I haven't had time yet.
They're a little busy.
As far as I know, we just synced back up, didn't we? They just got our message?
Yep, we literally just synced up.
Yeah, so I mean, they could have a chance. They could reply if they can reply.
As my
they're in the
hands
crawl
are
space.
stuck in the crawl space, desperately
Yeah.
attempting to move forward, I
mean,
ignore the
Sweet might be
bloop
able to go
noise
and
on my
respond.
belt.
Just the sound.
Alistair,
of
you don't know
the-
what all this huffing or gruffing is about. It's pretty easy to squeeze through here.
Just the
Alistair,
sound of like
Al-
a phone vibrating in the fucking ventilation shaft.
It's okay.
don't
It's not
think it's
noticeable
really
over the
about
sound of
gunfire.
gunfire and heavy incendiary weapons.
Beep, 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 beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep,
If you guys
beep,
would like to
beep.
tap out a reply real quick, you can. Admittedly, Bertram has a fair point if he might have a hard time getting his out.
I
You can
have the
dictate a
situation
response
going
to-
on, so
There's also the fairness of, yeah, there is an echo message, but it might be less priority than the, I don't want to get hit by straight gunfire coming through the ceiling or creatures.
It's basically just down to Alistair. Sir William, are you checking your phone?
Constant communication is the hallmark of a good team. I don't want to know. What is that quote?
All right, so sounds like we're going to the terrarium.
Yeah. Sounds like
Kennel.
no answers. To the kennel.
We're going to
All
the
right.
Kennel.
So I type out. So are we going in loud or quiet? Should we just start releasing all the animals?
Well, first of all,
Fire
I'm pulling the
alarms.
fire alarm. We're not being
All
quiet
right.
anymore.
All right, so we have. So we should still probably go and find you a computer or something to go on. Because it'd probably be a bit better if we had a bit of.
We should make a
Oversight.
stop at HR. I can steal their
Why?
computer.
Wouldn't they have armed security in case of well?
Well, after we hit the fire alarm, everyone is mandated to leave the building.
Are they?
That's fire code.
I mean, some of these places, it's I mean, this is ancient. This is a big megacorp. Also,
this
some of
is
these
just a
places.
drill. Do not.
Yeah,
leave
they don't want to.
frustrations.
They don't want to get sued.
That's
Yeah,
why we're
no,
going
they
to
don't
HR.
care. They'll just bury you. Literally.
Okay,
Not like half
Fire
of us is
code.
being hunted by them.
so
That's not
HR.
according to fire code.
So we're changing plan to go to HR.
After we pull the fire alarm and release the dogs.
So we're going up there, pulling the fire alarm, and then going back to HR.
Yeah,
I'm down for
and
it.
then we'll lock ourselves in the HR room.
Elevators might not be up, or they might be full.
We get there when we get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there when we get there. I mean, I still want to bring down. I still want to have some fun too. I really hope they can't monitor our communications.
I don't know.
What? How would they be able to do that?
Signals within the building. I don't know. You don't bring me along for my technological expertise. You blow me because I can bring me because I can blow stuff up.
I'm gonna say
And
that
take
they're not
many-
doing that.
You blow
Is the
him
door-
so he can bring stuff up.
Opens as you hit with a cacophony of noise, smells, a variety of urine, fecal matter, there's moldy fur, decayed and like sloughed off scales. Just all of it assaults your nose. The variety of noises of some barking, like growling, hissing, other like screeches rattling through your ears as you open the door, and yeah, you get to see a large, like, this probably takes up 2 or 3 floors.
Do I see a fire alarm?
Make a perception check.
Can I assist? Because I also want to look for a fire alarm right now.
Sure.
That's 15.
Cool. You can see a fire alarm.
I'm gonna pull it.
Cool. You walk over and pull the alarm, and then you hear a bit of a fire alarm detected. Please evacuate the floor while the flames are being suppressed.
Now we light fires. No,
say that out
no,
loud?
People
no.
start heading to the doors.
Did it actually make any, like, water or anything from the ceiling? You got sprinklers? Foam? Something?
Yeah. I think it starts to spray like a dusting of like this foam that starts coming down. And you notice, I guess, a lot of people start holding over their mouth, like a hand over their mouth or a jacket over their mouth, as it very quickly becomes hard to breathe if you don't do so.
Hooray, CO2 systems.
It kills the oxygen in the air.
And you watch as a
Cool.
lot of like the cages that were locked all start to up, as instead of just the bars, the field goes up. What would you like to do?
Back in the
We're gonna
elevator.
go. No, we're gonna go release the animals.
Okay.
Freedom.
All right.
Right,
How would you like to go about releasing these animals, as there is a myriad of cages stacked from floor to ceiling, pushed on the walls, rows of them running down?
Are there only can you only open them individually, or is it like a master?
Investigation check.
Barry would like to do. I don't know what this would be. Maybe structural check? Does it look like they could be knocked over either just from pushing or,
That's a
Barry
19.
going Barry and taking the bottom layers out? And if they went over, do it look like they would open?
This is floor to ceiling, like attached to the floor, attached to the ceiling, cages stacked up and stacked up.
Yeah, and if I took the bottom layer out, just Barry going
They are
Barry.
running. Did you? I remember at the beginning I said they are running like the length of this floor. These are big rows of cages. This is the kennel. This is where a lot of things are stored.
Yeah. I was thinking, but that is a long distance ago, I guess.
There's a lot of cages. And you said 19?
Mm-hmm. 18.
18. I'd say I'd take a few moments of looking. But as you guys start to dig around and such, you could probably find a terminal. It's a bit farther into the floor, unfortunately, though, for that. That would probably, at least, if not all of them, at least you could use it to, like, open up, like, a sector of these. I would like everybody to make a con save, though, while you're doing so.
+5. Of course.
Find my stuff. Where's con? Con is back. Okay.
A con
18?
saving throw?
Correct. 18. Gotcha.
Did we get anything
28,
for being next to Tanya?
Nat
Plus
20.
5.
Yep, have your +5.
Gotcha.
We get +5 to that as well?
Yeah, you're already good.
Yeah.
And if you're really hurting, you can use your faster genius reaction to add 5.
22.
Usually.
All right.
Maybe save
Breathing is
those?
starting to get a bit harder, but you guys are powering through pretty effectively.
They could possibly use it.
As you get to the terminal, make a thieves' kit check, because if you wish to open up, basically, get the bust in and open up all of the cages. That's the word I was looking for.
21.
Take a look around and see
22.
if I can. While she's doing that, just see if I can guess where power lines might be or anything.
Just as for quick, take a look around. There's not any immediate, fully exposed ones. There's a couple that come out of the floor and then go to the bottom of the cage. But for the most part, it seems like they're in the floors or ceilings of this place.
Yeah, no, but I mean, can I the wires that go and come out of the floor though? Can I follow any of them and see a pattern or anything?
No, they kind of come out of the floor and into the cage where they come out.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, they go and do that to multiple cages, right? That same thing where they're gonna come out. Yeah. Okay. Can I see a plan for okay, so the wires go there, right? Because they go up and da 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 da.
No, they come a few bits out of the floor and straight into the cage they're next to.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
So you see them go the couple inches of wire. Yeah, that's what you can see coming out periodically.
Yes, and based on that, you can usually kind of guess, or at least that okay, there's some type of wire there, and it's running through there because it has to go up to that.
It's running apparently underneath all of the rows. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm getting at.
Yes, I'm confirming this for you. You're asking a question, sir. I'm trying to confirm things for you.
I was asking if I could go and take that guess what I can see and see where I could. Oh, never mind.
What are you trying to do? You're trying to play the steps along the way. What are you trying to do?
Thinking about cutting the power, but ideas about how they're gonna do that. But first step would have been, seeing if I could see any guess about where the power came from.
Find a power box and smash
system. Do I see an obvious power box?
If you would like to find a power box, you could make an investigation to try and find the power box area.
Yes. Okay. What the fuck even is intelligence?
Correct.
11 to give me anything? Wait, no. Can I add anything just from Tanya being near Tanya?
Nope.
No, that doesn't work like that.
Saving throws and melee damage.
Alright.
Alright, I'd say with an 11, everything's kind of chaotic right now. You'd have a hard time finding one.
Alright.
Alright, what was your Thieves' Kit check?
Oh, it's 22.
22. Alright, with relative quickness, you can break into this one and have access to the cages.
Nessa is going to hit the button to release them and then run for the elevator.
Could I have gotten a clipboard and have just started writing things down?
Absolutely.
Like writing out the list of just faults in the security, things like that. Not proper cybersecurity. Anyone can pull a fire without a fire. Someone just walked in here and opened the cages. It's acting like she's just being her supervisor for the lie already said of she's testing security.
Alright then, you start jotting down your notes.
Yeah, we're leaving.
Yeah, as the doors, the cages, all click, 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 click. As the fields stop as well. Open.
Do our friends upstairs hear the fire alarm?
No.
No, it's only first floor, I think.
Oh.
I have a question for y'all.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How would you like to avoid the dozens and dozens and dozens of aggravated animals you just released?
Good job, you've released the dogs. How do you outrun the dogs?
I want to barrel through, shoulder checking, and swing my ball over my shoulder. Or no, my new Kabuta thing. Kanabo. And kind of hit anything in the face, just whack it a bit. If it tries to go and jump at me. Or us.
Ain't gonna be the fastest. Gotta be faster than the one behind you.
Make an athletics check.
Yeah. We're in a football where you get the people just kind of plow through the fucking crowds. Let's do that.
Nessa's gonna stay as far as close behind, as Barry as she can. Like
Yep.
she is the quarterback
Acrobatics
in
check
this
for Nessa,
scenario.
please.
Staying with Barry.
Where the fuck is athletics? There it
Acrobatics
is, it's up there. 27.
Gotcha.
Wait, that's athletics?
19.
That
That's a
was
six.
athletic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
27.
6 and a 19. Okay, 6, 27, 19. As Barry starts to plow through, shoving them out of the way with one hand.
Does Nessa want to do the thing? The flash of genius.
Oh, I probably
Before-
should.
Before a
How
result
many of
is
those does he
declared.
have?
I've only
Nice.
used one. I have 4 more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It would only bring
What
it
is
up
that?
to 11, so do you need to use it?
And
I
does
mean-
Barry plowing through them help any? It's like a help action.
No, everybody has their own independent check.
Aw.
I mean, I feel like an 11 could help me from I could just trip a little bit rather than just completely fall down, you know?
I just wanted to bring it up before results were declared.
I'll use it.
Fair. All right,
If
so
she
an
does
11.
fall, Barry, just stop.
All right. With an 11, as you guys are sprinting through, you're powering through, shoving people off and taking only superficial glancing damage, Barry. Nothing that really damages you thoroughly or enough to really be worried about. Tanya, your dog is chasing right behind. You've ran this course. You've dipped and ducked through the Borderland wasteland, through the Pandoran wastelands. Nothing really new here. Nessa, this is still not quite your category. You've gotten a lot more experience as time has went on with adventure and such, but running through a literal madhouse of animals is a new one for you. And to represent the sprint from there, you're going to take some damage to your HP as you failed, and you're getting glanced by a stalker. What is it? A stalker needle is launched and hits off your shield, weakening it. As you guys find a skag shoulder checks you, sending you stumbling. You're gonna take some damage to your HP. Take
HP, not shield.
12 damage to your HP. No, the shield is going to be gone in this. You guys are running through a lot of animals. So this is they've broken your shield after constant back and forth smashing into you and being stuck behind this. You take a little bit of damage to your HP.
You said 14?
12.
12.
Don't up it. You don't want to up the damage you take.
Ow! I released you!
You shout at one of the skags as it bumps into you and it snarls and it turns to bite you before Tanya just tunk on the head. Pushes it out of the way. And you guys go sprinting through, barreling and slamming into the elevator, going click, 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 click. And you are out of this floor.
I freed them. And they bit me.
So we're back in the elevator. Is it just the 3 of us?
Yeah, everybody else got the fuck out of here.
So, that foam thing from the fire escape really seemed to be going fuck with breathing. You could probably just kind of pull that and dip and take care of most of the floor, even if anybody tried to stay up there, well, unless they have breathing apparatus.
We just need to stop at every floor and pull the fire alarm on our way down to the ground.
I mean, we could, I guess. I'm pretty sure they'd end up stopping the elevator eventually, but
Is
or
there
they
stairs?
just manually gonna override it. If we go ba 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 ba, you think they'd figure it out?
Oh, true. We need to stagger floors. Or we need to set some actual fires.
I mean, or we could start blowing things up, which I mean, I'm not opposed to. I do want to find some of the reserves of chemicals and such. And if we go and do that, we can go and make a very good boom. If we find
Just
load bank
remember
stuff.
that the building could fall on us and our comrades.
We'll get out, I'm sure. It's gonna take a lot to go and take down the full building like this, so. No, seriously, it's gonna take. You have to go and take down multiple things. It's not just gonna be one thing that's gonna take this down. Might take down areas, in which case we will have to go and get out quick, but it won't take the full building down all in one go. Barry stops, pauses. Then again, this is a mega corporation. Who knows what kind of chemical cocktails I could make in their storerooms. They might have some of the good stuff. They probably would have some of the good stuff. I wonder if I can find some of the good stuff. So we go find.
So where are you
storerooms?
headed? I would like to know.
Oh yeah, are we gonna go up to HR or something? So we can get you
We're gonna lock ourselves in the HR room so we can use their computer.
I mean, they probably would have security in case of unruly employees.
I've never
Yes,
been to an HR with a security system.
Honestly, I think that might actually just be a thing, actually. Like, that does actually kind of make sense, just, you're firing somebody.
HR departments in
might
real
not
life
take
are
it well.
notorious under protected for aggravated citizens.
Oh, well, that's case. There we go. Thank you for the statistics, Matt.
But that's in real life.
Will you? That's a good point. Will you go and
So
use
HR
your
for you
details
guys?
real
Or
life?
we
So
could
HR
just
for you
go
guys?
back to the place and just tell that person that we went to HR and they said it was Gucci. We were fine.
I mean, we could also just go and kill her. And the security people that they had. They had like 13 people over there watching us, which is well, I think we might have been made.
That's a lot of people for a little small room like that, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty big room.
Let's
And the
go
other
to
team hasn't
HR.
responded back to us yet, have they?
Nope.
I need to go and make sure that they've well, not got caught or dealt with.
Not too much we can do there if they don't respond, really, I don't think.
Well, no, of course there is. We're gonna get a computer and have Nessa here. Well, pull stuff up. Of course,
Alright,
only
so
the
HR?
question now is: are we going to the HR to go and get their computers, which would probably have more admin stuff, or are we going back down to the server rooms?
Let's go to HR. Let's get everyone's dirty secrets.
All right.
The trap might be
Because we
fun.
might want to go back to the server room anyways, just to pull the
uh,
fire alarm and then go up to HR. Figure
Server
them
room
out.
or HR, guys?
Mess up their computers.
Sounds like HR.
HR it is. As you guys are heading up to HR, heading down to HR, sorry, we'll head back to the other group. You guys are crawling through this lovely little crawl space with everything happening below.
I gotta check out.
What
real
is
quick.
your
I need to-
goal? Like, where are you trying to get to? Are you trying to look for something in particular? What are you trying to do here?
Try to find a way up to the next floor or find a maintenance elevator type room or maintenance room.
Pick up. This is actually kind of just a lucky crawling around moment. Roll a d20.
We could just follow the cables.
Cables go in a lot of directions and a lot of places when they have a lot of things to reach.
Yeah, but a mass chunk of the cable has to go back to whatever's powering them. The big server.
Eventually, they have to go somewhere. True.
Calculated
just grab a
into the
cable and follow
roll.
it? At which
Maybe
point, I would
walk
also
around.
like you to still roll a d20 because the cable you grab will affect where you go.
17.
17. Actually, that's a very good roll. I'd say after a good couple moments of crawling at a decent clip, let's say 4 or 5, you will find yourselves like boom, boom, bumping in. You realize you're outside of an elevator shaft.
Perfect.
Okay, so Amber, what do you have up there?
It's a panel. I think this is an elevator shaft. Wait,
Any-
it's a panel. I'm sure it's an elevator shaft.
Did anybody check the echo?
No. Why would I do that?
It gestures at the fucking.
We're being shot at, and I'd rather not be shot.
That's fair.
I'm going to try to remove the panel that's in front of me, so I can get into the shaft.
All right, the panel in front of you into the elevator shaft isn't the elevator shaft isn't really a panel, more so of it's like the outline of a structure. There's panels to go like down, but like the elevator shaft itself doesn't really have a panel set into it yet for you to just go through. To like scoot and move, I should say.
Hey John, you didn't have to happen to bring a torch and that bag of tricks with you, did you?
Hold on. They reach down and they grab their thing and they just no.
Can I make out what, if any, genre of stuff he has, or is it just rando shit?
It's kind of just random stuff he's had and collected, like his sword, some of his guns.
This is fine.
He just kind of like shoved his equipment in here and tried to skip it past security via what he did.
All of your extra weapons that you just left
I don't
behind.
have like
you
a
picked up.
torch concept. I didn't really think I need a blowtorch. That is on me. I should have known that. That is my fault.
Blowtorches are awesome.
I know I should get one. I'll
always
keep remedy
useful.
that situation when we get out of here.
Well, for now, I'll just acid finger my way through.
Yeah.
Just
All
melting
right,
it
so you're gonna
down.
acid finger the shaft. Understood.
Trace
Roll
it
a
all
design
along
check
it.
for me. You guys left the closet to go acid finger a shaft. Congratulations.
At least we're out of the closet.
That's true.
Jesus
Just listen.
Christ.
22.
22. As you just slowly work your way through, carving a hole for you two guys to crawl through, and then you're just like,
I'm gonna keep a hold
and
of
you
that
hear like
thing.
off in the distance a ping as it hits something.
I think that he's just
Oh,
said he
I
wanted to
didn't-
hold the panel.
That is what I said.
What?
I wanted to keep a hold of the panel.
Oh shit, you can hold on the panel if you want. It ain't really that hard.
Yeah. I just want to keep the little metal chunk with me.
Alright, you have a metal, like a 2x2, like, or a 2x3 metal panel.
Like, if it's big enough for a person to get through, given the person we have to get through, it's gonna have to be sizable.
That's why I said, like, 2x2 or 2x3. That's like 2 feet by 3 feet.
Well, he
It's pretty
called it a
sizable.
little thing.
Oh, I
Great,
thought you were asking my measurement. Sorry, I was like, I thought my measurement was fair.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
there is an
fair.
open elevator shaft right now. Cables running, well... They don't really have cables often, do they, in this one, actually? They have more of like a lift bars in the side, like a boom up, boom down.
Is there a ladder anywhere in this shaft?
No, I don't think so.
No maintenance ladder. Oh, shit!
No, I'm just thinking back to all of the like Borderlands elevators, and I cannot remember seeing a single maintenance elevator, even in the maintenance like ladder.
In that case, I am pulling myself out into the shaft,
Okay.
and activating the gravity artifact so I can walk on the walls.
Okay.
Then grabbing the next person in line, who I guess is Bertram?
I'd say Schmeat.
Probably Smeet.
Yeah, I'd rather
You
be
do so?
in front of them, so just in case they get stuck, I don't get stuck.
Unless Terry really wanted to get up in there.
He has a
Since Terry's a fucking gentleman, he would never.
Exactly.
He's still somewhere behind me, so
He's enjoying his view from behind, yes.
if it's Smeet, I'm grabbing Smeet.
I'll leave that to you guys to decide who's coming out next. I wasn't particularly picky.
My point is, whoever's
Also,
next
you have room
will
to shuffle
also
side to side
affected
if you
by
want to.
my artifact. Is the
Remember,
point.
you can only affect one person with your artifact.
Yeah. That's one extra person. I was
Yep,
gonna
I just wanted
have
to make sure.
Smeet or whoever was second carry the next person.
Okay.
And then I carry the last person.
Okay.
And then we just
You
walk
guys are
up
both
the path.
strong people. I can see that.
Yeah.
I will ask, just because this is an awkward shifting of everything, though, I will ask for you and whoever is the other person affected by the gravity to make a strength check for me.
I'm going to pray no elevator. Please.
We'll find out, won't we?
I pray. I pray.
Do we see the elevator up or down? Or is it just a dark shaft?
At the moment, you don't see it. It's also not lit great in here, to be fair.
Why would it be?
Exactly.
It doesn't have an
It shouldn't
elevator,
be
fucking
here.
ladder.
It's the other party coming down, just goes flat, and we're just gonna see her feet, see her stuff. It's like, oh no, we
We are
killed them.
significantly above
25.
25.
Is that a natural 20 for you?
Nope, that is easily enough as you guys pull them out. And basically, you see you two just walking down hand in hand,
Before you
casually up the elevator, and the other two are just you with your arm hanging on, just like arms wrapped around you. You guys have arms wrapped around them, just hanging.
I don't have my grappling hook. I am filled with fear.
As you guys start the long and arduous climb, how many floors are you attempting to go?
We were on floor 320. So I
Yes.
want to go up at least 40.
No. I disagree. We do not have that much time in a
Okay.
fucking elevator shaft.
Okay, 40 floors.
No.
No. They're here. We're in an elevator shaft. They're probably
Maybe
not
they
here.
just need.
There's no
Maybe you
maintenance
just
over
need some motivational creed.
No, I do not need an elevator trying to take me the fuck out.
But the,
You guys didn't like my other elevator shaft?
but Arik, the elevator can take you higher.
It can also force me lower.
It could also do that.
Is 10 too many? At least take us up to 330.
Just go a couple. It's however long you think it takes you to cut another hole.
How long did it take to cut that hole?
Couple minutes. I might say like not a couple minutes, like maybe 2.
Would I even need to cut a new hole and just pry open the elevator? Never mind. That's stupid.
Greetings!
Can we get off onto this floor, please?
Fucking hell. So your elevator's busted. Just thought we'd let you know.
You're gonna want the maintenance man to look at that.
No rush.
It's an amazing image.
Should have
I
taken
love
the
it.
Orange Ranger costume with you.
Didn't have the space.
So, 10 floors, is that what you're doing? I need a gay day.
I am stopped halfway through. That is my intention.
10 floors that you go. I would like athletics checks from both of you to drag somebody. Because like I said, it's kind of an odd situation. Your gravity is here, but you're also being pulled by everybody else's gravity down.
There is nothing I can do to help, but I am
That's what.
the heaviest one.
Yeah.
Athletics.
Yes.
Athletics. Oh, no, I don't have faith.
Strength.
It's
Nat 20 for 27.
Hell yeah, my boy.
I have 23.
Both of those are enough. As you guys are starting to climb at a decent clip, I desperately want this. I love that I can ask this.
Oh.
Who would like to gamble?
I'll do it. Okay, gamble last time.
Alright.
My turn.
Is
High
this just
or low?
Is this the direction it's gonna be coming from?
this?
Let's go low.
Low? Okay, odds or evens?
And let me roll this dice real quick. Even.
Even. Okay, so
Come
low
on.
and even, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you like the elevator to be coming from below or above?
Ooh.
That's what we're gambling on, elevators. If there is an elevator, would you like it to be from above or below?
Are we
There
going
is
down or
a
are we going
correct
up?
answer.
We're
going
going
You
up.
are
up.
climbing up.
So you know.
So I'm gonna go and say, hopefully elevator is coming from like the very, very bottom.
Coming from below, got you. Okay, so even and low was your choice. It wasn't even because that was a 20. But that was not low. So that means is, unfortunately, there is an elevator, but it is coming from the bottom as you get about 4.5 floors up, roughly, and here. As it starts to, you hear like a rumbling as something starts to accelerate up. And the two of you hanging look back for
I
a
look
second
down.
and
I
just
look
start
up.
to see like the slight, that's a lot. Oh, that's a lot. Is it getting closer?
I look down. I look up.
That's getting closer.
I'm not gambling next time.
And just our gravity up, so we're falling up.
Then
You
that's the
can.
weight of one person going up and one person going down. If anything, we'd be fucking.
That was the other aspect I was getting ready to bring
Yeah.
up.
I was wondering if we could make a soften our landing on the elevator's top. You know,
It
so
would
it wouldn't.
still, if you go, okay, I get the idea you're going for. If you're going up, it would still be holding you up. And like, it would still hold you in spot.
But that means we're not moving, accelerating down when we land on the top of the elevator.
Ah,
we
yes.
might be able to soften
You
our.
already aren't accelerating down.
Activate levitation, then just get smacked by the force of an elevator.
I mean, if something hits the top of an elevator, anyone inside's going to hear it.
Yeah.
I just want to soften that noise for when we do hit the top of the elevator.
Or you
Don't
can make a
believe
hole.
Any.
I don't know
Well,
if there
I'm gonna
is a
make a hole.
softening this blow thing, because like even if you're suspended in midair, that's still you stationary getting hit by a higher speed object.
You know,
Also, think about how big this building is and how he didn't go and say it took us hours to go up. Those are some pretty fast elevators. Oh, hours are
So
exaggerated, but
yeah,
still.
my question for you now is: are you going to try climbing? Are you going to try landing? Or are you going to say fuck it, we carve?
I'm going to try to carve a hole. If I
Got you.
can.
Make a wisdom check. I'm gonna say at disadvantage, just because trying to maneuver holding people and holding onto Schmeat and
Wait,
staying here.
how sturdy are these fucking walls?
I mean, I can just kick a hole in because I don't need to do it with my hand. I'm just.
I have
You
the
really
glove.
want? I have to ask. Do you
I
want to
have
fuck
the
up
glove.
your shoe?
He's gonna hyper punch it.
Who's doing what? Actually, go for it. I'm still, even if you're doing it with your foot, I'm still gonna call it because you're still trying to maneuver with holding somebody up, pulling diametrically straight back. It's just a bad situation to do anything
I
from.
think they might be doing a teamwork. I think that she might be aciding it and then he's gonna hit it with his metal hand. Yeah? Is that what I'm hearing?
I have the Kool-Aid glove, so yes.
Yeah.
What, Kool-Aid gloves?
The one that you normally
Hey.
wear.
Fucking
Oh.
With the charge punch.
Kool-Aid man.
Oh, did I send you the description for that?
I thought he got the. Wait, are you having like the charge up, like stack your punches, or did you give him like the knuckle duster with the siege effects?
I gave him the
Each.
knuckle dusters.
I'm hoping you gave me the one with the siege effect, because that was the one I was asking for.
Okay, that's what I was making sure. Sorry, the metal gauntlet, because one's a metal gauntlet, which is the charge up, and the knuckle dusters have the siege effect. I just wanted to make sure since I heard metal arm.
Metal thingy make punch you good.
Let's go to.
I just know it has a siege
Your
effect. That's the only
attack
reason.
roll, I think, what does it
That's it.
say on the item for him doing this?
He can spend up to 3 charges, and does 2d10 force damage. Is this
I
the
thought
right
it had a
item?
built-in siege effect.
I thought I gave it a feature for busting through stuff, I thought.
I thought it had a naturally siege.
I thought I gave it like a battery ram effect.
Quickly.
I remember it because that's the whole
Finds
reason I
it
wanted
then.
this glove.
Yeah.
That was the only reason I wanted the glove for.
The problem is, it's been a
After this person, I
long
wrote
minute
down
since we
for
had
it.
those.
Would it be in the server from the Borderlands? See, knuckle dusters.
Yeah, it should be there. Because I remember that's the only reason I wanted this glove.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I gave it something, but
Yeah, I swear it was like that because I remember, I remember it had the you just busting down walls because I had the Kool-Aid Man meme right after it.
No, I just copied exactly what you had. Sorry. Let me copy and actually paste it so that you can see exactly what you had.
wow, my thing is having a panic attack.
You can spend 1 to 3 knuckle duster charges to break an object within melee range of you. That isn't being worn or
Okay.
killed. That's what you gave.
And then the knuckle duster makes a strength check with a +5 bonus for each charge you spend.
So we have a means to do the thing. Do the thing.
Correct.
Right. Wisdom check at disadvantage, you said?
Correct. I'd say similar
One-
disadvantage for Alistair.
At least he's trying to punch a flat wall.
Did I get advantage?
Disadvantage. Have you ever tried to throw a punch when somebody's pulling directly back on your shoulders?
Just hold one of my feet.
I can actually say I know what that feels like, and it's really fucking awkward.
Could I just grab Terry or Bertram from Smeet?
I'm waiting on Schmeed's check. Or Alistair's check. And see
Wait,
what you guys
Alistair.
Do one.
Also, how many charges are you spending?
I'll go with 2.
So something plus 14 or 15.
Wait, now guys makes a strength check +5. That'd be that's already makes +10. Right? Is that what I'm going
Yeah,
at?
it's strength +10, plus your d20 roll.
I probably just need 1 then.
If I get hit by an elevator because of your hubris, I will take it personally.
+5 plus your d20 roll.
I'm not
At least
using
it
an
isn't
attack
a
roll.
plus. It's not an attack roll. It is a strength check with a bonus from the knuckle duster.
Arguably, it's just a really small vertical bus.
Okay, so that's gonna be.
You hear the as it's getting closer.
Do the fucking thing.
Reading it because I just got
You
this
guys are
thing.
like-
So that's 18, 19, 20, 21.
Right, it's above 20. We're good. As you guys are stomping, you're hitting it. Basically, he's winding up and trying to get this device to charge. You see him charging that up. You take the thing of like, okay, and you just like kick hard in a couple areas and just try to punch a couple like loose holes around with the acid to weaken it. So there's a section in the middle he can punch with that'll hit and strain all the weakened metal, and then you hear a boom, and the metal crumples, folds, snaps, and rockets into this room as light pours out, and you guys start to scramble through. Make an acrobatics check to try and scramble through as the elevator is getting real close, guys.
Just those two or everybody?
Everybody. This will be a collective group check. Acrobatics.
20 for 27.
22.
17.
17 is the lowest, because... Yeah, next people. And you guys slip through, pulling Terry through, and then Bertram sliding through at the last second as an elevator past you.
And then I look up. Where the fuck are we?
You get like a little bit of lift as you pull your shoe through, like a little bit of lift on your leg from the elevator brushing you. And then you guys look up and make eye contact with some security guards looking at you and looking at the metal circle that slammed into a door and looking back at you.
Don't look at
Raising
me like
rifles.
that. Hey, you go down a couple of floors. We fucked the wiring. Animals got the fuck out. We got the fuck out.
There's been a
On our
break. The creatures.
Goddamn experiment. Already lost my goddamn legs to this shit. I'm not losing another fucking limb. Point your guns away from someone else and go down there and help fix that shit.
Make a deception check.
I feel like he was going for intimidation.
Are you going for intimidation?
What is me? Yeah, I can do
What
intimidation.
do I do? Check my
If you want to
stats.
do intimidation, go for intimidation.
Sweet. That'll be a... My deception is not good. I got +0 on that. Intimidation. 23.
23. As you do this, they don't like immediately fold to the demands, but they actually start to like look at each other for a second as they like give each other like that sounds possible.
I'm just
Like
lying
that
on the
kinda
ground
look
in a
of
heap.
iffiness. And one of them just gives the nod forward, and another one starts to step forward. And you watch as they pull up basically like a little scanner tablet, and just like hold down. Oh, just we're gotta make sure, gotta be thorough. You guys have made it up pretty high. You know how it is if you actually work up here. And they hold it down. They want you to basically like scan your chips.
All right.
How far up did we actually make it? Doesn't matter.
Great question.
How many guards? Just so I know.
Right now there's 4, but you also made a lot of a racket in the entryway of this area, so there's probably more shortly.
I just needed to know basic number is fat.
As they scan and everybody doop, 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 and everybody's name pops up, and they spend a few moments, like a couple minutes, just like clicking through, checking you guys, make sure you guys are there and supposed to be there, because this is kind of high up. All right, we are supposed to be here, but you're a bit higher than your clearance is supposed to be, so we're gonna have to escort you back down some.
Hopefully not.
Did you
to,
not hear what I just
floor?
said? We
Yeah, I heard
escaped.
what you just said. That is for them to deal with. I'm sorry. And once we get you back down, we can go to help.
They weren't doing so good. Have you?
Then we can both go down one floor, drop you off, and we'll keep going down.
All right, that's fine.
You should get someone out here to like cover the doors since we're going to be gone. We'll go down to try to help figure out what's going on and go from there. They nod, they take a couple moments, he walks over and activates the elevator. And if a few moments, after a moment, the elevator is going to arrive, it's going to open it up and gesture for you guys to step inside.
All right.
Probably following along.
Okay. Everybody gets inside. I'm going to say 3 of them come in with you at the moment, and then one of them waits by the door, like keeping guard in the area he was at. And as the doors shut, they look at you, go, so like, what's happening down below? Just so we have a better idea what we're walking into.
Hey, man.
Power
What's that?
shortage or something.
Hey,
Undid the
just-
force field.
sorry, my dude.
Just
I don't want to interrupt him, but just for my own thing, like looking at this elevator now that we've gotten such a intimate look at it. What's the relative thickness of, say, the floor as compared to what these two just broke through a minute ago?
it's probably a little bit thicker.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Not exactly needing to be exceptionally so. This is just a normal elevator. This isn't like a free elevator or anything.
Yeah. I'm gonna let Schmidt
Okay.
do his thing.
Oh, sorry. Oh, good. So busted out. Loose animals again. Okay, we can handle that some.
Was it the animals?
There were mostly animals there, yeah.
I'd rather not do
no.
it because I used to be your height about 2 years ago.
Yeah, we're probably not leaving the elevator. We're probably just grabbing people near it and pulling it in. So, yeah, we get you. We ain't taking that risk. And the door, ting, and it opens up, and you guys are back on floor 324 now. Here you are. You hop off. We're going to go down and see what we can do to help out.
All right.
And good luck. Sorry about the legs. Have a better day.
I missed my shins.
And then, as they get the like moment of that's an answer.
Over here.
Great. So you guys are back on the floor 324. We're gonna flip over to the other group, heading to HR.
Alright, guys, we've made it 4 floors up, I think.
Floors
we
to
even
where we
up to
already
now,
had access to.
Yeah.
So did we? All right. So what response do we have, if any? Once again from them.
We were all very distracted and didn't check our phones.
All
Kind
right.
of, yeah.
Had to make sure that's what was going on.
I text an update on what we've done to them while we're going back up.
Easy enough. You're going back down, actually. But easy enough.
Which floor are we on, anyways?
You're heading to floor 92. And actually, you're about to arrive there. As it bing opens. And it is like the... How do I put it? This is the live, laugh, love office of corporates. Where they have to like try to be like the overly false kindness and positivity, like the hang in there, kitty posters kind of thing.
Oh yes.
As you open it up and you just see people in there, and there's somebody working, like a couple of people sitting in this like little waiting area that you walk into, sitting in the very uncomfortable like plastic bucket stools and chairs. There's somebody at the desk in the back there with like a little like, sitting like one of those office chairs with the fakest smile that's like plasticed on that doesn't reach their eyes.
Barry is back to mindless grunt routine.
We got guards and stuff in here.
Yeah, there'd probably be at least one or two in the room, just near the actual like doors to the back.
It's not been blown yet.
Is this like is this like one entrance type deal of like the elevator is the only entrance we see?
Multiple
For this
elevators.
one, yes, but also I will say, looking at this, it doesn't look like the whole floor is this waiting room. So there's probably other elevators that go to this floor. This one just enters into this waiting room.
Also,
Okay.
probably emergency stairs and such.
There are 2 doors on the opposite wall on either side of the desk that also go further into the floor. And some windows to let you see the city.
All right. So, what can we do for you?
Approaching the investigate. Hi! How can I help you?
We were told to report here.
Wasn't she
I got
told
in
to
trouble.
report here? Oh.
Simply scan this here. It'll let us know if anything is tied to your ID. That'll help us to figure out what we need to do to best help you today.
Barry's gonna go on
Reach forward.
Nope, never mind.
Let him do it. I'll let him do it first. See what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna reach forward.
No, I mean Barry was just
That's
gonna. Fine, and Barry was just gonna go and try and keep an eye on the security guard, see how he does. But I guess Barry just kind of mindlessly brain dead grunt, just scans the card.
Card pops up. All right. So it's not for you that we're here for today.
Didn't think so.
Looks at the other two of you.
Look at Nessa. Can I give a
Nessa's
head
gonna
gesture?
scan her hand.
All right. Is it ting? All right, Miss Green. I see we have you here for disciplinary action. Understood. If you would please take a number and sit down for the moment, we'll get to you, and your number is called.
Takes a number.
If you don't mind, do you have an average on how long this will take?
Unfortunately, I am not privy to the details of the disciplinary action, and I think that usually affects how long it does take. So that is entirely up to what Miss Green did.
No extra info, just go over there and wait. Okay.
Yes, take your number, sit down, we'll call your number, and then you can head on back.
Insight check?
Absolutely.
And Barry has a security guard reacted any?
I mean, they're watching you guys.
Well,
But
yeah,
you
but
just came up
normally
and
or
said you were
just-
getting disciplinary action.
Ah,
Let's see, 15.
15. With a 15. Honestly, her emotions are as plastic as her face.
She's been fully lobotomized.
She's been welcomed into the family. I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
It won't
So,
decompose.
You guys get your tickets, and you sit down in the chairs. And you spend a few minutes trying to get around and get a comfortable seat, because honestly, the plastic seats, not comfortable. You sit down, you're like, yes, I finally have that moment of this is good. Then you hear, Miss Green, we'll see you now.
Cool.
If you would please, the door to my right.
Goes into the door to the right.
walk with her.
Yep.
All three going in.
I wonder what they think about the three of us.
As the door
Okay,
opens,
only-
please follow the lines on the floor. And you guys start to, the door open? You see a couple of dot light up lines on the floor. Do you follow?
Is the rest of the room lit?
Yeah, the room's lit. It's just that there's a couple flash spots on the floor that light up, and the dots along it light up and start running down it. Each one
there
lighting up
any-
as the other one extinguishes to give you a trace of where to go.
Is there anything else that can go beside the line anyways?
On the floor?
Yes, is there any other ways to go besides the outlined path?
Oh yes, that's what I was gonna say. Sorry, it's just Blinds on the floor threw me off. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you start to follow it, there are other places where the hallways break off. There's some rooms along the way. You see in one of them, there's somebody having like a very obvious rough time as they're crying over this, and there's somebody there just like there. Another one there, you see two people, obviously, who've been scuffed up, looking like they're citing disciplinary reports. With a very tired-looking person behind the desk. There's hallways going off into another, like, ways off down this way. A couple of times you'll pass just an open, empty room. Get some nice views at the windows.
Shall we see what
Before
they're
you
looking
get to
at?
yours. As you get to yours, the door open. There's the door open, and it leads you inside.
Well, before going inside, what's inside?
The door inside right now seems to be a desk with a couple of chairs in front of it. Nobody's currently seated inside behind it, though. This one does seem to be a point towards the inner side of like the inside of the building rather than like a wall section, as there is no windows to let you take a good view outside.
I'm gonna walk in there, and then in comes the boss siren lady. It's gonna be like, "Hi, hello, Miss Jacobs."
Wonder if there's a trap door.
Just look a little to the left.
Mhm.
Are you guys going inside? Because you just made a point of stopping. I have to ask.
Sure.
If nothing looks suspicious.
I mean, it just looks like a room.
Stand like in. Is it like an actual like manual open close door, or is it an automated one?
It's an automated one. Most of the ones you passed were automated ones.
If you stand near it, does it just stay open?
Do you stand near, like step inside and stand near it, or stand near it outside?
Like if you stand near it, does it automatically just open and stay open, or does it close after a few seconds?
Okay, so just to put it for context, when you guys got here, it was already open, right?
Okay.
It didn't open when you got close. It was open when you got here.
Okay. I'll stand outside of it looking at it.
Okay. You two go in and sit inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pull out the notepad that's just been having little security things on it. Sit there and like hand wave around stuff. Like, just looking like she's trying to test like motion sensors, things like that.
Okay. You
Very
continue
good
to wave your hand. Nothing changes right off.
Oh no, this is just passing time until someone gets here.
All right. After a few moments, I'd say probably 3 or 4 minutes at least, eventually somebody comes along. Says, "Hi, Mrs. What are you? I was here for Miss Green. What are you doing? May I ask?"
She is inside. I
idea.
was checking to make sure there's nothing faulty with the sensors. That could be done with someone just casually coming by. We've already found a few incidents around today. So just checking as I go along.
All right. Well, hopefully the doors are working fine then. Nobody got shut in, I take it, or any issues?
No malfunctions that I could trigger off of just being someone just walking around without tools.
All right. Would you like to join us inside then? Since you seem
After you.
invested in this. All right, and they walk inside.
Walk inside. Does the door close behind us?
Yep.
Just turn back around, look at it for a second, and just squint.
As they sit down behind the desk. All right, Miss Green, you are seeming to be here for some inappropriate materials on the computer.
We were testing to see what would be a violation. so that we can keep track of it. That's what we are here to do today.
Make a deception check.
Can I have help from
she-
Tanya?
I would say, can she have advantage or something from Tanya there?
If you want to pitch it.
Yes, dealing with HR as such, it's very important that we find these things so they don't happen again. And also is an issue that they were able to happen in the first place.
19.
Gotcha. That is a very cocked D20. Alright. So you say you're here for a security test. That's a very interesting point because nothing in the reports when we bring up for you flagged for a security test. That also doesn't explain the choice of inappropriate materials to be displaying at in a work setting. Would you mind walking me through the steps, or who I need to check with to clarify on all of this?
Well, if you know a security check is coming, people will prepare for it, so it's best left anonymous and to just let it happen. As for the choice of material,
They escalated from one.
just
They escalated,
look.
they escalated from minor games, playing around on the phone, to trying to go from videos and such like. And that is the point where it was flagged.
Yeah, just look. Yeah, but just as he's saying that, just looks towards Barry, and as he says that.
Okay, so it was a type of escalation to see
Ignore
what
me.
triggered the system. I do still have the question of who I should get in contact with just to reconfirm all of this. You just said it's best if a security system works. A security check is random, then understandable enough, but I still would like to know who I get in contact with just to confirm things are happening. Because if this is just a security test, then disciplinary action isn't needed.
Were any of our other guys, whatever our roles signed were, what were our other guys there, in terms of what their jobs were supposed to be, and anything related to security?
Well, I told you guys at the beginning I was kind of leaving it up to you to make a choice, and nobody's really made a choice besides you said you wanted to have like a more doctor persona.
Barry could be, well.
Could Terry be security?
Yes.
Irrelevant. He's up here with us.
Exactly. That's why I said the other group. As he's not here with us.
If you guys would like Terry to be a security specialist, you can.
Who better than Terry to be the security specialist? All right. Yes, one Mr. John Ward.
All right. Would he also be in the system, or is that something I would need your contact info for?
You might be able to contact him. However, he may be busy at the moment doing his own test.
Okay, well, if he is busy, I'll try to get a hold of him. If he is busy, we can sit here and wait for a bit, just to see if we can get back on hold with him. Just because, like I said, you do understand, if this is a security test, all this can be wiped away. But if it isn't, we'll have to follow through, I'm sorry.
That's no problem. While you wait, would you mind if we ran a couple tests on your computer?
I would unfortunately mind at the moment, considering I don't know if you are a security person.
Understandable.
Honestly, that's probably a good answer.
And they try to dial off an echo, and you guys are up there up top as you guys just got off on.
After she said that, just pull the little notebook back up and just scribble something down.
Tanya, they're like, shit, they passed one. But, You guys are up there, and you hear Terry's picks it up. No, wait, actually, no, because they wouldn't have attached it to your actual echoes, so it just to a random number.
A random number from someone who's probably not active at the moment.
Yep. And then there's no phone pickup because they would not give your actual echoes for this shit. It's like going all the way out of your way to make a fake ID to get into everything, and then you put your actual cell phone number down for the contact info. Well, it does not seem like he answered. I suppose we'll have to wait for a short bit then. Hopefully he gets back to us soon.
Soon may not be very soon. He goes, Are you aware of the complexity of the ventilation system in here and areas in between?
Not fully, no. That is not really something I'm supposed to be worried about.
Well, he is, and unfortunately, sometimes we've gone without contact for days.
I'd like for you to make a deception check at this point, because there's been a lot of bullshit being spewed.
He's a very busy man.
Barry's eyes over in the corner just start to glaze over.
17.
Gotcha. That is indeed a bit of a problem, especially if we're supposed to be deciding if this is a disciplinary action or not. Well, I suppose let's give it a brief time, and if he doesn't respond after a certain time, we'll postpone the meeting to a different time frame. I will have to note you on this as an issue, and we might have to just take you. We might have to escort you back to the lobby for the day.
Sits, pulls up her notebook.
It was a simple
Pulls up her
disciplinary
notebook.
action, but now we've elevated it to a security issue, so...
Pulls up her notebook. You are the first person today that is just passing with flying colors.
Well, that is good to hear. You can't be too precautious in this line of work, or you end up like Jerry.
Which Jerry?
The one that's not in our records anymore. Because he died.
Is it the one that found out that the suicide nets didn't work, or the one that caused them to not work? Or is that a different Jerry?
This one might have been a different one. He tried a de-escalation method that wasn't very good of a de-escalation.
Do we have Terry's phone number?
You do have Terry's phone number.
Did she already call Terry's phone number, or did she call the fake number?
She called the number on file for John Ward.
Okay, so... But is Terry busy up top? Do we know?
You have no idea.
We don't know.
Okay. That's fair.
They've not answered any of our texts we've sent them.
They're all dead. Leave us alone.
Actually, ma'am, I think we actually have his personal phone number too, if you want that.
Would this be more likely to work?
I mean, it is more likely, I guess. It's technically his assistant's number, but he should be answering the phone. She's on holiday.
Make a deception check.
That one. We all fucked. Let the violence start. Then she gets stands up and realizes she's actually some kind of cybernetic spider lady. It's just all these other mechanical arms just got pop out like fucking Coraline.
That's a 17.
All right, interesting point there. That would be lovely if it works. However, I have a question for you. Why would he have his assistant's phone number if he was in the vents?
Kleptomania.
Ooh. Sometimes you don't want to know the answers.
Make another deception check, as she's now suspicious.
He sometimes just takes other people's things, including when it would be very inconvenient,
Just roll it.
and then reports it as a security risk later.
How about a 19?
You're not the one who said that part there, Broly.
It's okay. It's
No,
better.
aw, damn it.
That's a
I
24.
did say something,
Okay.
though.
Well,
tried.
yeah, but it usually goes to the main person making the lie with assistance, but a 24. Interesting. Interesting.
In Barry's head, he's just thinking, sometimes we really need to learn to just shut our mouths.
Please give us the number. If you please give me the number, I can try to get a hold of him.
Just give him Clays, throw him for a loop, see what the fuck happens.
Give him Evan's number.
Wait,
Evan
what?
wouldn't lie for us.
No! That would end well.
Are you giving them Terry's number?
Just give it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll get Terry a new Echo Net later.
While we're waiting, I have 2 questions.
Go ahead.
One, are we allowed to have coffee in here? And 2, where is the ladies' restroom?
If you give me just a moment to make this call, I can help you with that right afterwards.
Take your time.
Photo call is you guys. I'm gonna say this is happening because you guys are now coming onto the floor 324, and then you hear the things, and Terry just picks up his Echo Net like, oh shit, we have messages. And who's this? Do you guys? It holds up. Do you guys recognize this?
Spam call, don't bother
Terry.
answering.
Terry.
I don't recognize the number.
Alistair? Bertram? No?
Think of what we're doing, guys. Come on.
What's up?
You recognize this number?
What's the number?
Terry's
Wait,
getting a call. No, you don't recognize the number.
Would
Crystal does.
we're not-
She's been to HR so many times.
Crystal recognize it as
What?
HR?
I shall answer.
I will give Crystal the longest shot of intelligence checks to recognize this number.
Great.
Come
The
on,
pain.
Grant. You're so big.
The pain in the
God.
grate.
Just let it out.
Oh.
One way or the other.
This is time for Crystal's low roll.
This is going to be a long shot, buddy.
When am I rolling it at?
Just
You know,
roll an
wait.
intelligence check.
If it needs to be above 20, I'm not hitting that.
Just roll an intelligence check. Let's see what happens.
Right, it's gold.
And you guess what I have?
Please tell
Fucking
me.
5.
A 20 or a
It is
1?
4.
It is a 4?
It is a 4.
Okay. No. Huh.
I was a good per soldier. I didn't get called to HR.
Should I take it?
Start calling me.
Who else would have our number?
I don't know. I've never. I don't know.
Answer the phone.
All right, picks it
I
up.
mean, do you want to answer the phone? Don't answer the phone.
You answered it.
Don't give your name.
You said you. Wait, what'd you say there?
Don't. Fake name. Fake name.
As before he stops, "Well, this is my personal call. This is my personal phone. We didn't give
In
these numbers to
disguise.
them, right?
Oh God.
But you're still in disguise.
This guy's.
Yeah, but we're gonna
Nickname.
run into issue. If this is somebody I know that is somebody that's trying to contact me, they're
Don't
gonna
want
know.
your
call
fucking
back
voice.
later.
Don't want your voice.
I'm sorry,
Nickname.
sorry, stage whispering. He's like, if this is me, they're calling instead of me, other me.
There he's. Barry just
Everybody
starts
call her.
texting him, just like, it's taking so long.
Click.
Answer the phone.
Hello.
Echo of the elevator shaft.
Hello. No, they're not in the elevator anymore.
Door's
know.
closed.
And you hear from the you guys hear that echo come over the echo. Yeah, hi. Is this a Mr. John Ward? Gives you guys everybody that's up top with him a look of like, I don't like this. That would be
I'd be
me.
like rolling of the hand, just like, go on.
Hi, I'm calling to confirm about a security check supposedly that was coming through. If you could just send me over the listing of the security check and maybe some of the people helping with you, we could get an incident wrapped up and resolved without actually any disciplinary actions needed. That'd be amazing. And by the way, all of you can hear this. Gonna look over at you guys and just mouth security report.
No, the two fucking groups.
Matt,
Do it.
My
what
yeah.
was the other group sent to us again?
You get one that's what is it? You're asking if they what was it? It was one asking if now is the time to start stuff. You said sorry, we had an issue. We might have been made. We pulled the fire alarm and set the animals loose. And I think you said now we're heading to HR.
And Nessa also said, I'm sorry, I failed. You're going in blind, but I'm gonna pull the fire alarm.
I'm gonna
Oh, my
take my
bad.
echo, I'm going to write the word stall on it, turn it around so that everybody else can see, and then I'm going to try to find like one of those websites that can put shit in like an encoder. So like it's really hard to decrypt. And I'm going to make the most bullshit security report I could ever make.
Make oh god, this is like a forgery forgery check of some kind, which I don't know if you have the kit for that.
It
So
just
like an
needs to
intelligence
last
or wisdom check?
long enough.
He's just looking up online one.
He's like,
Did you believe
so while I go through my paperwork to try and find all of this, I guess, just to get a thing to you, it's gonna take a minute. I'm not in the office directly, so that might make this a little bit trickier, but I think I can get there. In the meantime, while I'm working through this, can I get
It's a
like
17.
Could I help Eric? Just because I know some details that he might need for said information.
That's probably fucking
If you-
useful.
If you had asked before the 17,
I was trying to
before
say
got
Well,
that
I
the
haven't
number,
you
sent it
started
yet.
Talking, and I didn't have time to actually
it
say
happens.
anything.
I'd like give it's okay. How about a D4 instead of the thing as a compromise?
We'll just add it into the fucking thing, know that it's there, have some actual
Yeah.
ancient security
Could I
shit.
get like a who's who you have, who got caught? I need that for my info too, just to see who's doing good and bad at their
That brings
job.
it up to a 21.
Sir, are you in the vents again?
I am actually not in the vents, Miss Winstrom.
I
Oh,
make
good. So we can expect to see you sometime within the week this time.
double check it with Crystal.
Oh, yes, of course.
Does she give me the nod?
Good enough.
Sends it to fucking Terry.
It's like, yeah, no, I'm not in the vents, which is why this is probably good timing. Just got out, actually.
Also,
The thing's
you were right.
getting sent over.
You were right. The ice cream game still works. They still
Cool.
did not catch
That's
that.
always good to hear that they haven't fixed anything since the last time. You know how they are, problematic people. Can I send the report to this echo device, ma'am? Yes, you can do that. That would be very helpful. Okay. Sends that over. I need to
I
roll.
forgot that you were just talking to yourself. It just sounds
I
so
know.
stupid.
I have to roll a deception and an insight against myself as well.
Just roll them both at the same time.
Who's thinking what?
But then which one is which, huh?
I have different colored die. I'm
Whichever
designating
one
is
benefits us.
Yes.
All right, hold on. You're the only one who has context for this, Robert. Is the Lowe's dice for you
Oh, God.
or for the HR lady?
Isn't
The
the
Lowe's
Lowe's dice a good one?
The Lowe's dice is for HR because it spites.
Ah.
Just like HR.
Okay. And you go to 21. So, that's good to hear from you. They were worried about it. Do give your regards to your assistant for me. I
Did
can
she use-
do that?
Did she use all of her vacation time in one block again?
She likes to do that. Yeah, a lot. It kind of makes the days underwhelming. Overwhelming. Yes.
Random
I'm sorry,
bullshit
this
go.
is just great.
No.
Right.
Ah, well, this is
Sir,
literally
could you
better.
provide, like, what is it? You said this is an encryption thing, right? Just to ask. You said you went onto one of those, like, encryption site things.
Yes, they're not classified to look at the actual security thing.
All right,
They have to
sir,
take
you
that
sent this
to
to me. I see a bunch of... it is a file, but there's nothing legible for me to read. Should, like, reconfirm that you are, in fact, a security team. So, Frey, you, like... what did you do? What did you send me?
Ashrug.
Look. Hey, it's in there! I
Tanya's
promise.
just looking more and more frustrated, like arms crossed, tapping her feet, tapping at one foot.
I lock eyes with Terry. I pull out my gun. I hold it over the echo. I fire.
And he's just like, you hear, like, he makes like a, and then just hits the button. After you hear, like, it hits the ground with it, some sort of, like, clatters, and then hits the hang up button.
Hi, run.
You fired a gun in the middle of this fucking room.
You idiots!
I haven't even had a chance to describe the room yet.
It's full security.
Tanya just like slowly like raised like from the cross arm to one arm to the chin, just kind of just like the like nodding her head, just like, so that happened. Kind of look.
Is Mr. Ward all right? We'll get back to you guys in a second. Is Mr. Ward all right?
He normally
idea.
wears a sufficient shield.
You know the security business. It's very dangerous.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
Okay,
Yes.
give me a moment.
Like,
Do you guys know where he would have been?
no.
He's a
He
very
doesn't-
mysterious man. He doesn't tell us anything. That's a security risk.
Okay,
I'll be
give me a
honest,
moment.
I knew he was
I'm
in the
gonna-
bench.
Give me a moment. I need to send this in. Somebody just got shot. I need to alert security that somebody just got shot on the premises.
Oh, God.
I said, well, there
Go
goes
back to our job.
starting to call it in, and you just Yeah, hi. This is Charlotte. Yeah, it's okay. I need to report that I don't know where in the building they are. Things have been very hectic. I know, but I just know we need to be checking for somebody just got shot. One of our security specialists going through doing a routine sweep and all that apparently, and I don't know what happened, who went wrong, but somebody got shot. You guys are gonna have to go look for that. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
while you're on the phone, I also heard that some of the creatures escaped.
And apparently some of the creatures escaped. Great. Actually, yeah, no, I'm just gonna let that slide. They're in a panic moment. You guys just did a fake death on phone.
Wait, but are they? She stops for a second and kind of like puts Tanya just reach over and put her like hand over like the speaker side. Did they respond like they knew that the creatures were already out?
She hasn't had a chance. She literally just said that as you did that.
Okay, well, like, do they sound like that?
If you're listening in, yeah, probably you hear that like, yeah, we just recently, literally just a few, like, short bit ago, like maybe 10 minutes ago, had an alarm go off on the kennel. People are going up to handle that.
Uncuffs the little mic receiver, pulls out her little notepad. Okay, good, they are on that.
Make one last deception check for me.
We'll have to
She's
double
sufficiently,
check
like, I'm gonna be honest, she's sufficiently frazzled from this whole intense conversation, the wild changes, and the fact that she thinks somebody just got executed on the phone call.
So we're going to have to double check in with them later to see that they
Please do.
actually took care of that.
We also need to check with the front door because apparently they let guns in.
That's not that strange.
Well, that
Well,
happens all the
She
time.
looks at
but it's
very
more-
small.
It's not that strange.
Dirty 20.
20. Okay, I'm gonna one last insight. One last insight for the lowest dice to spite you, sir.
On, please.
Okay. Well, I think for the moment we're going to postpone this. I'll make a note down. I think this is it. We'll get back to this later. If you guys can send over the encryption code or whatever is happening with this mess of things so we can confirm things, that'll be great. Otherwise, like I said, we'll have to follow up, and I really hope your boss is okay.
I'm sure he'll
If
be.
he's not okay, he's the one that had the code for that, so unfortunately we
He's-
also won't be able to get into it without actually sitting down.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
I'm sure.
Have
I'll
fun.
have
Follow the lights. They'll take you back out. I need to
Wait.
go.
Wait,
Thank God.
where's the nearest bathroom, please?
I can show you where the bathroom is. Yeah, on the way out. I honestly could use one at this point as well.
When Nessa stands up, she's gonna look at Barry and be like, "Does that mean we don't get paid?"
No, we still get paid. He's our immediate boss, but he's not the head boss. We're fine.
If our boss is gone, that's gonna be on the news.
Yeah, we have a much bigger problem if that happens. But we're
Hopefully
fine.
that's not the case. As they go to lead you to the bathroom, we're gonna flip over to the other group that just fired a gun, and then people watched as Terry made and threw himself on the ground with the echoes scattering in his hands some as he was hanging up. So as you guys do this, you're looking up at a room where, like I said, you just fired a gun off. Terry faked to death. And you're just at the other side of a security checkpoint, as this was one of the basically you guys got clearance up to a certain point. Effectively, this is like a breaker. You're realizing this is like a breaker point in security where it changes things. Is everyone on the other side of this that was waiting as you guys were about to come in, was about to wave you through or whatever, as the doors opened up, just watched you fire, pull it, do all this. And they look at each other, and they look at you.
I immediately put the gun down and say he got a call from his in-laws.
Okay, we're gonna make a deception check. With disadvantage, please.
Excellent.
I'm sorry, just firing a gun in the security room here.
A 17 and a 16. For a 24.
That is quite a bit. You just see one of them lower and go, yeah, mine are like that too. And they wave you through the security gate.
Goodbye, gun. I knew thee well.
As you guys get through the security gate and the other people get their chance in the bathroom, unfortunately, I'm going with the wrapping up of this clusterfuck of an amazing incident. I am going to have to call session for the night. Because it is very late and people have work.
Hey, don't
But
you have
oh
work
my
tomorrow?
god. I do at 5. I have to get up at 5:30.
Bitch, that's like 12:30. God.
I know.
At best, you're getting like 4 hours of sleep. Wait, no, you start work at 5. 7.
It's okay, I'd be good. Don't worry about that. That's not important right now. You guys, that was amazing. I fucking love that last bit especially. But that's what we'll have to call it.
That was awesome.
Back down to my knife.
Part 2. Next session we have part 2 of the climb of Ancient Tower. Hopefully with just as many shenanigans and just as many faked phone calls to your in-laws with gunshots.
Maybe we'll get to test Bert from CQC.
Maybe I'll get to start exploding.
I don't know why you haven't already.
But that's it for
Our
tonight.
cover
Thank
isn't
you all.
long yet.
Cause the other guy, I'm following the other guy's lead. I'm sorry.
Okie dokie.
Give me the go ahead to blow
See you
things
guys
up yet.
later. Goodbye.
Bye.
Why?
Bye.
The lady almost got decapitated.
She did.